Hey, Bob, we are way behind on schedule, so I'm gonna need you to get everything hooked up like yesterday. All this stuff needs to be done by tomorrow. Gotta have it done.
Boss, I'm not an electrician. I mean, shouldn't we wait for the pros?
This can't be that hard. Couple plugins, couple wires. It's not that big of a deal. We do not have time to wait for the electrician, so just get it done. I'm counting on you, all right?
I'm counting on you. Oh!
Jumping jackrabbits, Bob, what the hell happened?
Oh, I knew this was a bad idea.
Bob's instincts were right, but his supervisor didn't listen. Now Bob's injury could be worth millions.
Wait, did you say millions? Who are these professionals that can help me?
Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client. But Bob is worried because he doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. When your boss puts you in a dangerous situation and you get hurt, don't settle for less than you deserve. Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you every penny. And the best part, it's completely free unless you win. But Bob feels conflicted. He doesn't want to sue his boss, even if the company hasn't paid him for the last 6 months. When you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing their insurance company. There's no reason to feel bad about getting the compensation you deserve. So if you've been a victim in a car accident, medical malpractice, workplace injury, or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you. Bob did, and he sure is thankful Morgan & Morgan had his back.
So like I said, when they... Wow, it's getting cocky with it.
Just wrap your stuff right there and...
Gotta get up there.
Yeah, well, only took half. Get some arrows. You have your squirrel too. You got her!
One Who's the man now? One take. That's all you needed.
The up close shield slam.
One. Give it up again. Man. Give another one. All right. Oh, I hope the folks stuck around for this.
All right, you better have. Hey, this ranks right up there with beating the Helldiver right before we had to roll into a live. We have a little more time, but still,
This is just let's back off for a second. This does not rank up there with the Helldiver.
Hey, yo, how's it going? How's the audio? That's always the first one to ask.
My favorite clip never gets old, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. So much fun.
Isn't it great?
Oh, it's the best.
It's Smithsonian wants it.
Yeah,
they contacted us.
Smithsonian.
They're gonna have it.
Library of Congress.
They're gonna have it looping on repeat
The
for
Library
them.
of Congress wants it. They're going to put it in the mountainside alongside with the seeds to replant the earth should an apocalypse happen.
Sounding good,
It's
they
that
say?
valuable. They should.
Isn't that place up in Alaska?
There's a few of them. There's one, I think, over in Europe somewhere, the big, massive seed vault. Maybe some of the folks in the chat can help us out. But
like if the world goes to shit, everybody's going to have to go to Alaska to get the seeds. Like
with their incredibly long growing season.
right.
Hey, the sun is out, a long time in the summer there.
Yeah, so they
We're
say,
on our
folks.
cruise.
Welcome. We are going to wrap up, hopefully, Red Dead Redemption, the Undead Nightmare. I think we've only got the one mission left to do where we got to find a freshie and give it to the nuns. So
Yeah,
we'll
is
see how
that what we
plays
have
out.
to do with our viewers? Just find a freshie?
Hopefully that's what it is. We'll
Find
find out. But usual stuff today will be running till about 2 o'clock our time, so about a 2-hour stream. Hopefully that's enough for us to get into it. If we're close to beating it and we're right there, obviously we're gonna finish it. But here we are. And how you feeling about this one, Answer?
I'm hoping I'm definitely ready, willing, able to get it done. That's for sure.
What's Old's favorite festival to attend when Mason Quinn does better than him? Culp. Oh man, have you seen the news coming out of there? People had to wait like
not.
6 to 9 hours in line to get into the campgrounds in their
Isn't that
cars.
always a mess?
They're talking about hour to 2 hour lines for the showers. Yeah, it's always terribly organized. But
all of those.
so our boy Benson Boone, I shouldn't say our boy Benson Boone.
I don't know who that is.
I know like one song. Brought out Brian May. He did a.
Never heard of him.
You don't know who Brian May is?
Oh, is that from Queen? And
Yes,
they didn't pop for him. Yeah, I did see.
Well, they
that.
didn't pop for Brian May because
I didn't know who he
they
was.
did. You know, the Coachella audience, I'm very sure, is familiar with Bohemian Rhapsody. Everybody is.
Thanks to Wayne's World.
Well, Wayne's World.
Let's be honest.
Well, it hit number 1 when Wayne's World came out, and it
Yep.
hit number 1 when Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, came out with Rami Malek. But yeah, so they said, ladies and gentlemen, Brian May, and it's like that audience might not know who Brian May is. They all know the song.
Yeah.
And like I don't think it clicked with a lot of people like, hey, he's the lead guitarist from Queen. So I think they could have done a better, job of and I know
Hey, from Queen.
yes, ladies and gentlemen from Queen. Yeah,
all it would've taken.
something. And then people are going pretty hard on Benson Boone for his rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody. Look,
It wasn't good or what?
Look, I think he's seems like a talented young individual. I like the jumpsuits. It's a little bit different. I saw the front flip off the piano at the Grammys or whatever it was. So I don't mind him, but he did not knock it out of the park. And the thing is like obviously Freddie Mercury is his own guy, but even Adam Lambert, who Queen got to kind of go on.
Boone the new frontman for?
No,
Queen?
they just brought him out.
Oh.
But Adam Lambert crushed it. I mean, he was the guy to, like, nobody's replacing Freddie Mercury, right? But he was the guy for a while, and Benson Boone and Adam Lambert, as far as vocals, not really in the same.
Yeah, we haven't done
scope.
really any of those, musical biopics, whether it was the Elvis one we haven't done yet for the channel. We haven't done Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, 'cause I
think we're gonna do the one with Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, as Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. I think that one is in the or on our list
Is in
to
the
do
works?
in the works. Yeah,
It's in
they're
the
working
works?
on it. They almost got it done. But yeah, we'll definitely be hitting up.
Oh,
a lot
Bananas
of
right
those.
there says she saw Queen live in 2014. They didn't have Adam Lambert sing the beginning of Bohemian Rhapsody. They had a video footage of Freddie for the first half.
Yeah, I think
Well, that's pretty cool that they'll do that and incorporate that.
Yeah, I've seen some footage from the concerts with Adam Lambert, and it seems like they do try to incorporate quite a bit of Freddie Mercury stuff in there. And Adam was such a personality.
Remember when they were almost going to do that with Tupac for the Super Bowl that year? They were going to try and get that, but there's like so much that goes into having the hologram and everything to perform.
Yeah, it's
Don't feel
pretty-
bad, Jumpy Gamer. I thought Coachella was a handbag. So there's that.
Coachella was
Oh, yeah,
a
that's
handbag.
what you would think.
Lady Gaga crushes at everything
Yeah,
she does.
that's who one of our mods said did a great job was Lady Gaga, and
By the way, shout out to our
Benson Boone
mods.
was her favorite.
We
Yeah,
got Atlanta. We got Mia.
Acknowledge me!
Thank you for joining us.
All right, so first we got ourselves a super chat from Marie Ramsgirl. Hi to the greatest guys. Happy Tuesday. So a lot of time penalties for drivers, and cool seeing double British finish on podium. And poor Max had no luck in his race or pit stops. Quinn, we all know that was to Quinn, not
Yeah, Max and Yuki had their LED boards telling them when to go or malfunctioning. Like, I've never seen that happen before. So they got added like 2 seconds to their pit stop, which in F1 is catastrophic. To have anything over a 2.5 second pit stop, you're going to ruin your day. So, that was wild, but a fun race with a lot of passing. And
Did you say it's a
good time.
2.5 second pit stop?
yeah, I think Red Bull has the record at a 1.89 second pit stop to change all 4 tires and get it out. I think that's the record. It's either Red Bull or McLaren.
They're not doing gas there.
No, not gas,
Do
just
they?
tires.
Do they have to gas at pit stops in F1?
Nope, they get it set so that they run their
now they
fuel.
put
right
the new
there.
hamster in on the the wheel, and then
Yeah,
he goes.
that's what
then
it
says
takes.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So their entire race, they don't need to
Yeah.
fuel up.
Yeah, 1 tank.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
Cookies 82. Tired
Super
AF
chat.
today. Thank you for the super. Tired AF today, but would never miss spending time with some of my favorite people. Let's go. You must be referring to the zombies here in the Undead Nightmare.
No, some of his favorite people. He must be referring to just Quinn and I.
Just thinking. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Done.
That
Better be out. Yeah.
what?
It's wild.
1,
well, like now
2.
the gaps between like there was a couple of races where the gap between like 1st and 10th was like a second between all the cars. It was crazy.
Just the finish line is just
yeah, there's been some wild ones. Oh, and you were
I believe
asking before about
How many mile races are they usually running?
it's a timed thing, so some of them will
3.
be like 56 laps, and each lap will be like around a minute and a half, give or take, depending on the track. But you were asking about track records, and I think the one from last week in Bahrain, Lewis Hamilton has the record from 2021. Because you were asking about the advances in technology, wouldn't they just get faster every single year? Well, not always the case.
All right, Reggie Todd with a super chat for those in the know. Who else is ready for Oak to have his opinion changed with Uncharted 2, not unlike his Harry Potter journey?
The world of Harry Potter did change him.
Compare Uncharted to Harry Potter. That's a little bit.
One of the greatest selling games of all time, and Harry Potter.
And Harry Potter.
Yeah, Uncharted 2. Well, yeah, all right. I
shall
suppose that's
see.
fair. Look, I don't. Look, I don't. I just recognize that we're playing an older game where the action is different and stuff like that. The story's a lot of fun. It's just when you've played games like Red Dead 2 and God of War, when the controls and there's a certain type of playthrough to go back to a game that old. Again, for me, it's not much different, and I can go back. Not even just saying now, going back to Atari or going back to Nintendo, but I remember, 2003. I moved into a new apartment. Down at the Fox River Mills, and I brought my old Sega Genesis and an old Atari, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Got my Sega, and I played it for I'm like,
it doesn't hold up.
It doesn't quite hold up. So I think a lot of times with games, when you look back at old games, there's going to be a nostalgia factor. And for short term, that's fun. Like, look, you have a few drinks and play some Duck Hunt or some Super Mario Brothers with some friends on a game night or whatever.
Someone said no guarantees on the controls, but it was still 2009, I think. But the story and environment is much better.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
And then she retracted it.
Wow. Didn't want to make you feel bad.
We are too late. Answer was on that.
And if you
comment
feel
already.
bad, somebody should call a doctor, because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, thank you so much for joining us here on a Tuesday on the arcade, because we are getting into Red Dead Redemption, the Undead Nightmare. Hopefully, we're finishing things up down in Mexico. I don't know who we're starting with.
Oak, because the controller's right there.
Oh.
So just unplug it and
We're
get to go.
starting things off with
Actually, get
the voice of calm and reason, the Appleton Oak. Let's go.
Calm and reason.
it's off, so I have to.
Oh.
All right, making sure it was that. All right, there you go. Now remember,
you go.
Undead Nightmare.
Hardcore. We'll just do normal.
No, you got to go to Undead Nightmare. That's what we're playing. Now
Did you just-
now you're just into regular Red Dead Redemption.
You
First day on Earth.
You pulled a Quinn.
Did I really?
Yes, you did. Now you got to back out.
Yeah, see, we have 1,100 in money. Like, we need that in the zombie
I
apocalypse.
thought it was like
Go to main menu,
I
yes.
thought it was like modes, like mode.
You thought it was
I'm like playing like give me God of War.
you think it was a mean, median, or mode. A little math for you. Answer.
Let's try this again.
Is this the kind of day we're gonna have?
she just thought her grammar was wrong. I typed too quickly and tracked
Ah.
too quickly. I overthought. I'm gonna
well,
coffee
if
levels too.
If there's any spot you shouldn't worry about grammar, it's
No
on
grammar
these channels.
police over here.
No.
From this crew.
I mean, have all the fun you want with the word there, by all means. Or your.
There, and there. Mm-hmm. Boom. There you go. Jesus.
Saving our content. Oh, Jumpy Gamer's a math
What's your
major.
biggest grammar pet peeve?
Whatever
I
you
don't
say.
I don't really have one, to be honest. I'm kind of upset that I had to take English for as many years as I did in school, and I spoke it and could read it perfectly fine.
I don't know about that.
But I needed to know what a dangling participle was.
All right, we're gonna head back this way. Try to get us a freshie.
Got to find a freshie. Here, I should probably get my
Should
my
I go
headphones
this
on,
way?
folks?
Should I go this way first, or we're gonna actually go past on the way there?
Well,
What are you trying to go past?
Where it shows a bunch of the zombies out in the wild.
Out in the wild?
Could care less, I think, is when people say I could care less, I think that's my biggest pet peeve. More than irregardless, more than
I think I usually just get the point, so I kind of look past it. Like, I know what you were going for there. I get
I'm
it.
not going to sit here and...
Or maybe it's all the time I've spent with the answer.
he doesn't say. The answer doesn't say could care less. He says could.
I couldn't care less if he says that.
Hey,
he says-
buddy, I haven't
says
forgotten
couldn't.
that hug from God of War. I still love you.
Yeah, who is the biggest cheerleader for that? Definitely wasn't Sad Face Oak.
I mean, answer says alls, but that's a Wisconsin.
You know the thing that throws me off, and this is actually, it's not a grammar related thing, but when I had my day job, the company was German, so a lot of the information we would get on shipping lists or whatever, they would use commas and periods differently with the numbers from the way we do. So like, I think folks help me out. Is it like 1,000 would be like 1.000 instead of how we do it over here? It'd be 1,000, and that would always throw me off and drive me nuts. Beyond that, not much for complaints.
Well, we were on our cruise. My wife gave me the weirdest look because they do the dates different, right? Instead of month, day like we do in the U.S., it was, day then month or whatever. And so it threw me off, and I sat around. She like gave me the stupidest look, like I should have known. It's changed here.
It's different.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, honey.
confusing when it's earlier on in the month, because once it's like the 28th, then okay, that can't be the month.
Yeah,
It has to be the day.
Well, what if it was, something where it's all close, like
That's what I'm saying.
7, 12, 19.
Was it December?
Then what?
Yeah, Is it December? Is it July?
Oh, is that just in Germany? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it used to always throw me off and irritate me.
day, month, year, supremacy.
Yeah. Well, and then the other tricky thing was they would change the dates in our software that we used in the computer versus what some of the documentation would say. So that got to be a real mess.
A lot of people use the word jealous wrong and don't even know it.
But that's okay. Fridays I would usually just sit at my desk and watch F1 anyways. So, I was phoning that day in anyhow.
How do I know when they're a freshie?
Well, it's got to be the one where like you're trying to save somebody and you don't save them, I think. Or since we're going that way, you could throw that one on the horse and have it just in your back pocket as a reserve.
Well, someone just sounded like they were shooting.
Oh, there you go. Somebody needs help.
Yeah, didn't I run into this guy last time?
Yeah, and you didn't help them.
Yeah, so let him turn. Then he can get his body.
Yeah, but I think he takes everybody out.
That was
Yeah,
the
he
guy
just
that was
did.
doing the challenge. Oh, I guess he did.
Let's go.
Help and accept ammunition. Approach the good doctor.
Anything to find a cure, I guess.
Find an undead to bring back to the doctor. Well, now you have another one.
Okay, well this one doesn't have to be a freshie, so
Yeah, this just has to be an undead. Goats.
There was one right up.
asking about the metric system. Not really. I was disappointed though when I went to Canada after Pulp Fiction came out, and I went to the
Get
McDonald's.
too far away.
And I wanted to order a quarter pounder to see what they called it in Canada because they used a metric system. And you know what? Those Canadians called it a quarter pounder. I was so disappointed. I was expecting a Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. I always loved when The Simpsons spoofed it. you know, a Krusty Burger. They've got a Krusty Burger with cheese at McDonald's. You know what they call it? What? A quarter pounder with cheese. Well, I can picture the cheese, but the rest of the sandwich, I have no idea what it is. They have crusty, partially gelatinated, gum-based type beverages. Yes, they call them shakes. Shakes. You don't know what you're getting.
Oh, come on, Oak. What's going on? Got the pound puppies
Contact.
here after you.
Your undead nonsense.
Yeah, Len, I love the double quarter pounder, but yeah, you gotta go easy on those. They're
This
rough. for
fucking
ya.
dog's gonna.
Why are they still coming?
Ah!
No kidding, Nikolai. What a bummer.
These.
Well, how many in it? Oh, I've got a timer going. Oh, I'm off my game, folks. Talking about the metric system and quarter pounders and
You can use your
monthly
Deadeye.
rates. Why is he still coming? There's your deadite.
You're gonna get it right before putting on the horse. He's gonna knock you off again.
Damn rabbit!
Why is it still coming? It's taking 8 to the chest, man.
Game over, man. Game over. Oh, he nearly got him. All right, he should be good now. I will take the Burger King fries over the McDonald's.
Oh
fries.
no!
Yeah,
no,
McDonald's
no,
fries suck. They're so skinny, and half the time
What?
they're just the little slivers.
Oh my
Burger
God,
King, they
you're-
give you the big fatties.
No, Burger King's fries are the shits.
McDonald's fries are way better than Burger.
No way, not even close.
I do
You
like
guys
a
are-
good Whopper, but I'll take a quarter pounder with cheese over it. I'll take a Big Mac over anything.
Do you guys have the Big Tex Whopper? That's a double Whopper with cheese, bacon, and jalapenos. That one is something else.
What did we do? My buddy and I, they had a.
Hannah, what are you talking about?
At Burger King, they had a deal for like one of their anniversaries where it was like triple Whoppers they had for like $2 or something like that. This was back in like 05. I bought 4 of them. I had one, my buddy and his wife split one, and then I had the last 2.
I know our rugby team in college, we had a competition to see. I think it was a timed thing. I'm trying to remember. You had to eat, I think, 4 Whoppers and drink a pitcher of beer, and whoever could do it the fastest, I don't know, probably just got bragging rights. I don't even know if there was a prize. But I remember I called the local Burger King, and I'm like, yeah, I need 30 Whoppers. Can those be ready? And I showed up, and they're like, are you him? Are you him? Are you the guy with the Whoppers? And they came out with a box, cardboard box full of Whoppers.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's back when we still had Whopper Wednesday, and you could get them for 99 cents.
Oh my! When we had our graduation from high school, we had a friend of ours, or our cousin's husband, actually, I should say, not just friend of ours, but he knew someone. So for the buns for all our burgers and stuff were Whopper buns. So we had a bunch of.
Nice.
But we didn't have burgers. What we had was like my aunt would make the like shredded chicken and the gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, on that big Whopper bun.
Yeah, throw that in there.
Oh, good times.
Just
When
gotta
you're 8.
fucking ride around and find a fresh Jesus.
I see. I gotta disagree. I'm gonna have to go with the Burger King fries.
The Burger King's Hershey's pies are good. Those are legit.
I'm not.
You mean they don't lie to you and say their tasty treats machine is broken all the time, so we can't make pies?
Probably do. But pies are
Well, the
good.
pies you just have to put.
I know. I'm trying to throw some shade at McDonald's.
McDonald's.
McDowell's is my favorite.
All right, that's got to be one right there. Her.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Oh wait, wait, he's got her
this is
chained up.
Yeah, this is the barbecue guy where he's eating the body parts. So maybe he'll turn if maybe he'll get bit by her if he gets too close. Oh, can you cut her loose maybe? Maybe try shooting the rope.
Yeah, remember.
Yeah, it's feasting.
Ah! I don't know. It probably likes him because it keeps feeding her. I'm not even surprised. So honestly, everything sounds equally disgusting.
There you go. Nice job. Oh. Eat the other guy.
I'm hit.
Wasted.
Undead. I haven't had a Five Guys burger in years. Yeah, the best thing about Five Guys though is you get the bag of fries. It's just a full bag.
Well, taters are cheap.
God, if I shoot that guy though, he didn't turn right away, did he?
No, they don't turn when you shoot them. I think you'd have to shoot the rope and let her eat the gentleman.
Didn't quite work that way, did it?
Yeah, when we were in Greece, I kind of wanted to go to the McDonald's just to see how different their food would be. So Marie is like, Maram girl is saying the dipping sauces and stuff.
Yeah.
Sweet and sour and barbecue dips are good.
Yeah. You know, the last time I went to Culver's, I was really disappointed. They burned the shit out of my burger patty. It was really bad. Normally Culver's is pretty decent.
Oh, he just took himself out,
Oh,
Well, get him.
yeah, maybe that'll count, maybe.
but he shot himself in the head.
Yeah, it's not gonna, and he's gonna start on fire here.
You can't even pick him up. Olana Banana Myers as our mod with a super chat. My new house is right near a Papa John's Pizza.
Oh,
Want some, Quinn? I didn't even know we had it in Canada, but it's 5-minute walk from my new place.
Oh, that is good pizza.
get ready to be disappointed
No,
then.
don't listen to him.
Awful
Papa John's
pizza
is the
there is.
best pizza.
It's the drizzling.
Nope.
Well, based on your fry comments, I do not agree with any of your food takes.
You
Except
really,
for when you say how good my steaks are.
you put yourself in a not very reliable source of solid opinions when you said that Burger King fries were better.
They
than
are.
McDonald's.
They're not.
You enjoy your little fried slivers from McDonald's that they
They're the
pretend to call
perfect-
French
they're the
fries.
perfect amount of crisp. Dude, McDonald's.
There's nothing to them. Let's just be
Except
eating
for
air.
perfection.
guy. If you get fucking, I got. Oh my god.
Tasmanian devil again.
Holy fuck. If you get 8 ounces of fat fries or 8 ounces of thin fries, which do you think you're getting more food?
Well, is this like a pound of feathers versus a pound
Yes,
of bricks?
and you're being stupid.
No, I'm not, because
the
the fries have more potato in them and they're much better tasting. I can actually taste a French fry. They're like the old crinkle fries
This
you get
is
from
the
a drive-in.
worst fucking argument
McDonald's
I've ever
fries are
heard.
the shits.
Guys,
they're just fried nothing is all they are.
Oh, well, where do we draw
Trash.
the line here? What if you cut a potato and you quartered it vertically and called it French fries?
Wouldn't that be a wedge?
Oh my god. The only okay, well what
Now he's
Not
just
if they're
just
square.
that old man with the fishing
not
pole.
if they're square. What is the right fuck okay, so
So
Burger King-
pretentious.
I
Quinn.
wanna, when I bite into the fry, I want to see potato in there. You do that
Okay.
into a McDonald's
so if
fry,
a
you don't
Burger
see
King
anything.
Fry is what? Probably what I would say a half inch by a half inch.
It's probably a centimeter around, I would say.
okay. And would you want a fry that's double that?
Double a centimeter?
Would you want a fry that's double the thickness of a Burger King fry?
Hey, this guy's about to die.
Well,
I
that'd be
think.
more of a wedge, but I bet it'd
No,
be
not
pretty
if
good.
it's square. The whole
Yeah, see, he's puking. Grab him.
Grab him.
Thing that's gonna cure you is
He's a freshie. Nice job, Oak. See? He probably likes Burger King fries, too.
Long time.
annoying creature.
So why did bad medicine break up?
You see what I'm saying? Like, at what point would the thickness no longer, even if it was square?
So do you not consider waffle fries fries? What
They
do you
are.
call those?
I like them. I think waffle fries are great.
I think they're the best. Seasoned?
Comfortable?
You know, if we're gonna have this fucking discussion, I need you to at least come up with something. You know what's actually?
You know what? I gotta write that down.
Cajun fries from Nico Zeros here in
completely. I'll fucking veer totally off. Arby's crispy curls better than both of them. Are they even in the same? Are they the same thing though?
Hardee's crispy curls are better.
They're hit and miss because sometimes they're just a bunch of nonsense. Other times they're really good. It depends on the batch.
Bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, like they'll be like the little half slivers.
Oh my
is all they'll be.
God.
Like that's not a curly fry.
You get some of those in every fucking batch, dude.
I just have bad experiences with restaurants, I guess, folks.
Yes, you do. Remember, you bitched at us for how long about, was it Chipotle or Qdoba that got your order wrong?
Yeah, they would get it wrong. McDonald's actually messed up.
I've never
quite a
gone to
bit.
Chipotle or Qdoba and gotten an order wrong. How does that even happen when you're standing in front of them telling them what you want? Would you call it in?
Quinn just
French fry challenge. We have to add that to our list. McDonald's fries.
they're the best.
Here's I deep fried some hay for you. Here you go. I'm gonna call
It's
it a
not
French
deep
fry.
fried hay. God, you're such
might
a
as well be.
you're
Okay,
such a
straw.
doofus.
Deep fried straw.
Oh my God. America's best-selling fries, America's favorite fries, and you're they're not that good. You're just whatever everybody likes, you hate.
I'm not a contrarian.
yes,
That's not
you- yes,
true. No,
you
only
are.
on certain things. Here we go. Let's see if Oak pulled this off.
Mother
That might be the end of our game.
I think I have a test case for
We can
you.
get back to
Senor
fries.
Marston, you're a true pilgrim.
That I ain't.
Now let's see.
Oh, she's gonna try the holy water on it.
It certainly isn't the flu. Their eyes are so
Isn't the
devoid
flu.
of anything.
Demons out.
Oh, lively one I see. Here,
What is that?
holy water.
Whoa! Look at that. He's smoking.
I think we may have something.
Seems to be working.
Maybe.
Holy shit! Is this actually happening?
Maybe not.
But it seems as if he were nearly saved.
Spiritual infections are confusing things, Senor Marston. None of us can hope to understand them properly.
But he came back for a minute.
I bless the water, but perhaps my faith is not that strong. I have to do more thinking. but
barrel on fire.
I need time. Every day, more of my people fall as the dead rise in sepulchro.
Then perhaps it's time I put them to rest.
Take the holy water. Maybe it will be a calming balm for the restless departed.
Thank you.
No, thank you. You are a blessing in an unusual form.
You know what I'm gonna do after the live stream today? I'm gonna go eat.
Some terrible McDonald's fries.
Oh, you got a skull.
Cleanse the graveyard. The holy water in Castlevania was always pretty good, but only useful in certain situations. I like the big boomerang thing better.
And what?
Castlevania?
Oh, that's all you. Where are you going? You're right next to it. You're pointed towards it.
I just wasn't sure if it was gonna be someplace on the map.
Cleanse the graveyard.
Cleanse your mind of this ridiculous talk.
Well, somebody was saying the best chips are in East. What was it? East London, they said, and it had vinegar on them. I don't know about that. I mean, I like salt and vinegar chips, potato chips. I can have them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get them. Burn the coffin.
There you go.
Now remember, you just go up to it and you burn it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to select your weaponry.
Certainly don't want a rolling block rifle with a scope on it.
There it is.
Burn it. Burn it to hell. Reggie Todd with the super chat. To Quinn's credit, shoestring fries are bullshit.
Thank you, Reggie.
They're so good, though. Opinions vary, even when they're wrong.
Unless they're facts.
Well, yours aren't facts.
That's your opinion.
That's your opinion that it's a fact. Where's Neil deGrasse Tyson? Shed some light on us.
getting along these days.
No, what kind of nonsense is Neil talking these days?
He was saying that in Top Gun Maverick. When Maverick ejected from that thing going Mach 10, he would have basically
ripped apart.
Oh, that's why you're mad at him. Because an absolute scientific thing was wrong. Oh, you want to survive it? It's Tom Cruise. They even told him the whole thing.
I just saw it recently. Well, Tom Cruise went to survive that.
No, Neil. What do you know?
Yeah, like he's ever been going Mach 10.
Neil's one of those author historians. Oh, doing all that book reading. What's he ever done?
You ever gone Mach 10, Neil? I don't think so, so quit your hypothesizing.
You're having issues getting your whoa.
Because he's too busy trying to think about going Mach 10.
He's dithering here.
Oh, word of the day, dithering.
You can't go Mach 10 or you'll melt or...
Return to the graveyard. You got to clear it out.
Finish your mission. It's a shoulder.
Shot him in the ass.
Yes. Well, he's lining up for another one. Thank you, sir. May I have another? You're gonna die. Don't you go dying on me. Back to the graveyard and finish your job.
Charles Logan Becerra with a super chat. Poutine are the best French fries. You're welcome. Yeah, potatoes covered in gravy and cheese. Yeah, where can you go wrong there, right?
Unless you could add.
What in the fuck is he doing?
Add some nacho cheese chili. At what point is the French fries just a glorified plate?
Uh-oh.
This big boy.
That's what he thinks about Burger King fries.
Deep fried hay.
You're so proud of yourself with that one,
That
aren't
was
you?
a good one. I am kind of proud. Got a pop from you.
There's a lot of them here. Holy
Yeah. I think you're in a good spot to just keep dead eyeing them.
Now remember, if you throw the holy water on them, they get a blue flame.
Oh, we got a speedy one there. He's on fire.
Is Quinn playing? Hey!
Oh, got the old hot foot.
So do that to baseball players.
Are you gonna put some cabbage underneath his hat next? Keep him cool.
Oh, Jesus!
I am fucked.
No, you're not. Run.
Just run. Run as fast as you can. Throw some dynamite.
Why are they still coming?
I'm surprised there's nothing, no catacombs or anything you can climb on top of.
Keep hitting.
Well, now you have your lasso out, so...
There's that.
Ooh, you took off his head. With a hatchet?
Extra run. There you go.
Oh,
There you go. Get a little space between them. Now you should be able to hit him with a quick turn.
oh, he didn't get his head, though. Too far away.
Yeah,
That one he got.
That one counted.
Oop, now you got a spitter. That guy's got an axe in his head.
You're gonna need to take some tobacco here pretty soon to get your dead eye back.
Well, you got that one to blow up at least.
Ooh, backflip.
Another spitter coming at you. Back left. Marie Ramgirl with a super chat. Opinions on curly fries. Those are the best too.
Yeah, I mean, I like curly fries when I order and receive actual curly fries. Then they're outstanding. Like you guys said, the ones from Hardee's or Carl's Jr. Are excellent.
For me though, at Hardee's they have the crispy crowns. Those are my absolute favorite that they have during breakfast hours.
Yeah, the
Burger King tries to imitate them, but can't duplicate them.
with their little tater tots, they're pretty good. I mean, they're not as good as Taco John's potato Olays.
Oh, potato Olays are pretty damn good though too.
Yeah, we can agree on that.
Just give me a shoebox full of those. I'm good. But I like the crisp cut or waffle fries because like when you're sopping up the ketchup, you can get like 3 ounces of ketchup on each fry.
Well, what's the point of it? Do you put ketchup on all your fries?
Not some of the like specialty season ones, like the Parmesan ones or whatever. I won't.
See, I'll put ketchup on Burger King fries because they need it. McDonald's, they don't. I just eat those right out of the container.
Deep fried dirt.
Culver's has pretty good crinkle fries.
Where was that place we ate at when we came back up from Chicago?
Oh, Crave. I think
That
it's called in
stuff was-
Menominee Falls.
That was
Oh,
amazing.
those burgers were
It
outstanding.
felt like, you know what, it felt like old drive-in.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't feel like you were getting...
There we go. There's the guy you
That's
gotta
when
take out.
Oak and I both had turtle sundaes and nearly passed out from the amount of sugar.
And Quinn was the one
And I
driving.
was driving. Going to a diabetic coma. Oh, so good though. It would have been worth it. Why is he still coming?
Oh, it's not done yet. Oh, now he's done. Now you gotta clear out the last 6 people.
Oh, he was still coming.
Dairy Queen, I do not remember the last time I had any of their hot eats.
Yeah.
I mean, when growing up in Chilton, before McDonald's came to town, that's all we had for quote-unquote fast food because they make
the
everything.
old I've eaten
Yep.
at that Dairy Queen and chilled on a date in 1998.
Yeah, well, by '98, there would have been a McDonald's there too, but
Well, we ate at Dairy
and oh wait, I'm sorry, there was also a Hardee's. That's right, because my mom worked at the Hardee's. Now it's a bank because McDonald's moved in right across the street.
Hardee's used to have those cinnamon and raisin biscuits.
They
in
still
the morning
do.
With the froth. They
still
still
do.
Oh wow.
You want some good eating right there. I remember that as a kid. Frisco Burger is by far though my favorite of any fast food burger. It's Frisco Burger
Yeah,
all the way from me.
The
It's my
Monster
favorite.
Burger from Hardee's was good though too.
For me, it was a Frisco Burger.
Yeah?
Basically because of the sourdough buns bread.
Uh,
Batty for Life with a super chat. Congrats, Answer, on the last playthrough of God of War. Mason Quinn, you're still and always will be my Berserker Slayer. Oh, and hi, Oak. Yawn. Laughing, crying
Poor
face.
guy.
Oh, thank you for the super chat and the kind words to 2 of the 3 of us. McLovin, I swear Mason Quinn is always in a white t-shirt. Solid fit though. Hope everyone has a great day. That is his attire. It's in his contract now legally that he has to wear it.
Yeah. When
I found black T-shirts that I absolutely love for $21 for 3 of them at Target, and I'm this close. And look, I do well enough for myself. I'm certainly not rich or anything, but I'm this close to just buying a bunch of packs
filling
wearing
it up?
them. No, wearing them and tossing
Oh,
them.
like
Oh, jeez, the little Wayne.
Yeah, the Lil Wayne
The
thing.
Lil Wayne.
Jeez,
My old roommate did that with fresh T-shirts. Now this is when you could get 6 Hanes for like $12.
Yeah, back in the day.
And he did very well for himself. He's like, you know what? Not doing laundry, just buying a 6-pack of white
Yep.
T-shirts and tossing them.
Calling it good.
They
And-
fit that. Look, once you wash them, there's nothing like the way they fit the first time.
No.
Once you wash them, especially the collar.
It doesn't matter
collar's a
what
wrinkle.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what kind of fabric softener you use. Nothing. Even if you let it air dry, it's
It's the-
never the
it's
same.
the
Same with
collars.
socks.
Yeah.
Brand. It's so stupid because like Quinn and I actually had this as a conversation once where we're like, remember when you're a kid, you get socks and be like, oh, I got socks for like Christmas or whatever. Now it's like if I get them, like, yes.
Oh, you
You wear them the first time and you love them.
I actually started, so I've always, I would say for the last year or two, I've splurged on socks just because I have probably too much information, but I have issues with sweaty feet. And so I like good socks.
To bring the conversation down.
No, but so I started buying a bunch of the Bomba socks. It's like $21 for a pair of socks, which
They're
is
good,
crazy, but it's worth it.
Those socks are really
It is.
I had them.
They have their place.
I had them before we even had them as a sponsor.
Yeah, so I have
My wife got 'em for me.
features, like the feet, like F feet and then churs. So feature socks are really good. And I'll tell you what makes a big difference is socks that come in pairs for right and left. I know that's like for some people, it's like, oh, your toes that much different? Yes, your feet are that much different. So, but I've been wearing a lot
you
of
got
Bombas.
those weird feet that curl over each other.
Oh God, did you see the
He's got like the claw, like Velociraptors in Jurassic Park.
of LeBron James's feet?
Oh yeah, him and like Shaq. They have like the scrunched and everything.
LeBron's big toe is like sideways.
Yeah.
Like, bro, how are you playing basketball?
Think how good he'd be if he had normal feet.
Well, isn't he? Well, he's slightly pigeon-toed too, which isn't. Or
He
is
took one of the worst flops ever. Even for LeBron, it was a bad flop recently.
Well, if you're having issues with your feet sweating for your socks, have you looked into the possum fur socks?
What?
I got a pair of those. They're Pearlie's possum socks. They're made of merino wool and possum fur.
No.
Yeah, they're good stuff. They're from New Zealand.
They're like
Australia.
athletic socks you wear to the gym, or are these like socks you wear with boots when you go outside?
Well, they've got both kinds. They got the real high ones for boots, and they got some normal ones you wear like every day.
all right.
But
Well,
those, you slide those babies on, it's like, ooh, totally worth it.
Expensive socks are absolutely worth it.
I mean, at the end of the day, what else are you gonna get?
oh, well, apparently we missed Logan's second super chat. How dare you, Quinn? Don't make me come over there. I don't know if that was. Let us know. Is that because of his shit talking to the Fries or his shit talking to Papa John's? Because it could be for anything. Really.
It could have been.
In the meantime, NVM with a super chat. Worked for McDonald's. Meat only cooks for a minute 30. Ew. Well, if you're like Diamond Dave with your smash burgers, a minute 30, that's like 30 seconds too long. So he just gets it real hot and real thin on both sides.
I think a fun video would be the differences between the Answer and Diamond Dave cooking and their styles of burgers and the way they like to cook. Oak and I could just sit back and stir the pot.
Well, like I don't get me wrong, I like a good smash burger, but I like them
Qué
thicker.
bueno. Senor Marston, how wonderful to see you alive.
I think I've cleared Sepulcro.
You're a brave servant of righteousness.
I've been called many things in my time, but never that. Who is that girl, by the way?
She? I don't know. She said she was in a holy order in Escalera.
I'm sure I keep seeing her. Or someone like her.
Maybe. But it is a common enough look. Seemed like a nice girl. She told me something interesting.
What's that?
She blamed this terrible curse on our soon-to-be president, Abraham Reyes. Perhaps you have heard of him.
Reyes.
Heard of him?
Does he have a
I know
safe
him well.
we can steal?
I hope that vain, ambitious, and repugnant parasite is no friend of yours.
Not exactly. I didn't think he was that bad.
And who am I to judge? Forgive me. I have just heard many unpleasant stories and met too many pregnant and abandoned girls.
Of course. Well, what has he done?
She claimed he had angered an ancient goddess, disturbed a crypt and a temple in her honor. I mean, as I say it, it sounds like heresy, like the idiotic delusions of a cursed people. But in a land such as this, I have learned to be less dogmatic than maybe I have been instructed. I am sure it is just folly.
Perhaps. But maybe it's time I go pay El Presidente a visit anyway.
All
I
right.
shall pray for you.
Someone certainly needs to. Goodbye, Mother Superior.
Maybe if
Vaya
we-
con Dios, mijo.
So Charles in that reference he was for your fries reference
Yep.
because he thinks it's a
controllers.
shit take, which I agree with.
Controller's rather warm here. Hey, got another trophy for the answer.
Yay! Then Cookies82 said he missed Charles Logan Passero's second super chat, which we got to. Thank you for that. Wish we wouldn't have missed it though. And then NVM has to go to work, so good luck at work today. Have fun. All right, and then Marie Ramgirl, you like sweet potato fries?
Oh yeah,
Go well with steak. Yeah, they're good. I like them because especially those two. I rarely. Oh, I think my wife will sometimes put a little sour cream on them. Otherwise,
Yeah.
like for me, I have them with just a little bit of salt, and then you have that nice sweet and salty flavor.
But my horse was not responding.
Oh, was he dithering?
I think he needed a little more front wing.
Oh, listen to that music.
Is this the finish, folks? Because of the music here? Let us know.
Yeah, so I go back and forth though with what to have with steak because sometimes a twice baked potato or a baked potato is good.
I mean,
or baby reds.
Yeah, if you get the right sweet potato, to me it almost tastes like pumpkin pie. True, they can be so good.
Well, when you add all that sugar, it will. All right. What are you wearing?
Like I said, my pony here is not taking the corners.
Oh, yeah, your pony.
I'm going to see El Presidente.
Sweet potato fries just remind me I could be eating regular fries. Jeez, Oak hits rocks and stones. You hit a cow.
I was trying to start the cow on fire.
Oh, that's what
I
it
wanted
was.
I wanted to make a monster burger.
Ha
Aha! See what I did there?
ha!
Now, if I can go dig up some potatoes, I can make some proper French fries.
Sweet potato casserole. See, I've never had that.
The
Diamond Dave one was when he was living with me as a meal prep. It was, I believe, he would have chicken and sweet potatoes in a crock pot.
that's a good one.
Because sweet potatoes are pretty good for you health-wise, aren't they?
Yeah,
Oak.
you just got to not put all the butter and stuff on them.
Well, they're not deep fried. No, just in a crock pot with chicken.
Are you looking for cheat codes over there?
No, just don't you worry about what I got going on here.
Always up to something nefarious.
He's not engaging with our audience. That's what he's doing.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
gonna be a-
Don't worry.
He's probably having ChatGPT write him a dissertation on the superiority of McDonald's fries or something.
Dissertation. Hey, I do have classic Sega Genesis games on the PS5, Oak, if you want to play that after
Wanna
this.
relive the glory days.
Spill the tea answer. How was Dave as a roommate? Give us the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, wow.
He was actually like the best roommate.
Yeah, he always paid his bills on time.
Yeah, you got to say that. He was a bill-paying son of a bitch. No, that was a Bill Burr where he's like, you don't want to be the angry guy when he dies because they'll have nothing nice to say about you at your funeral.
Yeah.
No, Bill, he always paid his bills on time. You gotta say that.
Always prompt.
No, he's pretty good. Like,
Was he clean?
he was very clean. He would load and unload the dishwasher plenty. Did a lot of laundry. Only complaint, if there is one, is he would steal my electric razor to do his hair. I was like, just get your own already, because all of a sudden I'd be fitting to use it on myself, and I couldn't find it. Because I would trim my hair before I would just shave it.
He's taking your razor. That seems kind of personal.
And he's since bought his very own of the same exact brand and kind, so that's what it was. But other than that, yeah, we always used to go and have fun together. And the funny story about it, though, is
this is El Presidente's place, right? Yeah, I thought so.
we'll get to it.
What are you up to over there?
Senora, Donde as Abraham Reyes?
I guess I can't be a part of it.
Nope. Just mind your business.
See what I deal with my employees, folks?
What did you just call?
Did you just say?
My coworkers.
Yeah. You want to rephrase that?
Wow.
You heard it here first.
Well, if I'm an employee and you're an employee, aren't we employees together?
Stop that now, Abraham!
You stop that. I'm going to throw holy water on you.
That.
He's listening.
Banish him!
Kill him. That a kid.
I don't take chances anymore. I sneak.
He always did have a way with the ladies. It's okay. He's dead.
Thank you, senor.
I saved
okay.
that lady answer.
I'm glad you think
saved
so. But I fear I won't. None of us will. We are all doomed. Because of him.
Him? He wasn't a great guy, but I'm afraid you're giving him a little too much credit, my dear. Haven't I seen you before?
No. He caused this with his greed and his lust for power. He heard an ancient myth and tested it. It caused all of these terrible things. His vanity overwhelmed us all.
What the hell are you talking about?
So was he the main guy, and you
Where
took
have I
out the?
seen you?
And me? Oh, I have a common enough face. I'm from here. He disturbed the royal burial grounds that lie underneath the town. He heard there was a mask hidden there that would make him invincible.
A
I've
trace?
heard this blamed on Mexicans, Jewish people, freed slaves, the federal government, immigrants, the bad weather. Now this. What's wrong with people?
It's true. Look in that chest. He has a sacred mask.
Don't touch it.
What's in
Don't
the-
touch
That is
it.
where his
What's in
greed
that
came from.
chest?
Put it on.
Him and his awful lust for power.
Is that the mask from The Mask?
Where did you say the crypt was?
Near the bullfighting ring. Behind the Via.
Well, I guess it's worth a shot.
Put it back. That's always funny when you see something in the news like, "Oh, new sarcophagus found in Egypt." Leave it alone.
Leave it
You
alone.
need me. I know what needs to be done.
I sure hope you're right.
All right.
Yeah, don't worry, it's fine if you just run past. I'm sure.
All right. Come on, get up.
Get up, you son of a bitch, because Mickey loves you.
Catacombs.
All of nature has been poisoned by that man's greed.
Baddies for life. Hey, Mason Quinn, have you ever heard of the YouTube channel called Outdoor Boys?
Why don't you? Oh my God! It's well because she's also talking and there's dialogue. Dipshit.
Yeah, look at him get. Oh, my employees aren't.
Oh, yeah,
reading
my
the
employees
super
aren't
chat.
letting me do his Snapchats.
Well, you know,
All right, hey,
it's the
Batty for Life,
Snapchats.
thank you for the super chat. Wait, is this the first lady Mason Quinn saved this whole game? WTF, I can't.
You missed her first super chat there.
Yeah.
Hey, Mason Quinn, have you ever heard of the YouTube channel Outdoor Boys? I just started watching them a month ago, and I love it.
Yes, I've seen their stuff. It's really good. I heard about them from watching Les Stroud's Survivor Man channel, where he puts all of his content now is free to watch on YouTube, and that's how I heard about the Outdoor Boys.
What do they do?
Just like challenges and stuff like that.
Sounds like some fun stuff we should do.
Do not return the mask soon. It will be too late.
Oh, so Mason Quinn's got to hurry?
Looks
Found
nuts
it.
in here.
A presidential palace
I
should
better
never
switch
have
my
been
weapon
built above
here.
a sacred place. Harmony is fragile.
Oh, they built the
greatest
presidential
catastrophes
palace
occur
above
when
it.
Men try to play God.
Thanks for the ammo, Oak.
Put an end to this.
What? Got 74 rounds. What are you bitching about?
Well, this is that shitty carbine that you got to hit him 100 times.
No, not if you hit him in the head. It's not the blunderbuss. Boom, both done. Now what?
Look at their eyes.
Gave him a haircut.
You're a joke.
Guy's coming.
Our history.
You still got that holy water you could throw at him.
Ooh, look at these guys coming up out of the dirt. Well, that'll do for now.
Go get that dynamite ready.
We're gonna need.
This is as much of my
Oh, they're right behind me.
Well, what'd you expect? They're chasing you. Oh, we give up.
That was very ineffective. You hold them off. I'll be right back. Jesus, guy.
They're right behind you. Execute. Triangle. Oh,
Fucking guy.
what are you?
Well, I gotta create some space, answer. I don't know what you want me to do.
She's in there, dude.
Whoops, didn't want that.
must act now. Look inside yourself.
Dude, look.
Maybe the blunderbuss, the one round I have, will help me out.
You have 5.
Okay, now they're gone.
Yeah, don't worry. They already feasted on the girl.
I don't want to waste that. She's still talking.
See? Where are you?
Oops.
Really needed a.
Gotta be sure sometimes.
Do a dead eye with the old blunderbuss.
Why aren't they attacking you?
These are your demons, not mine.
You really are a strange girl.
Our enemies are a reflection of ourselves.
We gonna shoot today?
Well, if you're hitting random buttons that aren't to shoot, then yes.
Oh, you vaporized that one.
Now you have 1 shot left with your blunderbuss.
Use it wisely. Or just smoke the first person you see.
Absolutely.
Many of these died in a great battle on this very site.
No wonder they don't seem to like me.
I think that's
Do
where
not
you do it.
underestimate the power of the night.
Don't underestimate the power of the dark side.
Looks like Ray has brought some protection down here.
Nice. That's what I needed. Semi-auto shotgun with ammo.
There is no future without a past.
What? That doesn't make any sense at all. Past is in the past. Can a bad man have a good soul? I don't know. What do you think, Mason Quinn? Can a bad man have a good soul?
I think so.
Why is it still coming?
Come on now. Oh, of course.
I'll kill all you fools!
Oh,
Got one coming down.
They're just crawling right out of all those graves.
I think I got my eye back. I knew it.
Oh, I don't think they're gonna give me anything here. They're being real stingy.
Well, it's the end. It's probably the end of the game,
Must
so.
be returned to its rightful owner.
You did get a holy water, though. Oh, look at that, watching it. Walk right into it.
Shit. Smells like retchers up ahead.
Retchers?
Ah, come on, this guy.
You must confront the dark corridors of our conscience.
Just getting bitch slapped.
This guy's moving too much.
Why does it keep moving?
Okay, what I wanted to do
Hey,
was
it's a
throw
slide.
dynamite in there.
Baddie for life. Mason Quinn, why are your employees, oops, sorry, coworkers giving you a hard time? Hit them with the dipshits.
Oh, that's a good one, isn't it?
Well, I think we've proven enough. I think we've proved it that we weren't the dipshits in that situation. He was. He looked right at it. Even said he was going to get back to it.
Constant yapping.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. Meanwhile, this guy is the shit stirrer of the pot, and he can't handle it, though, when we give it back.
Do we have any more tobacco or anything?
Remember, wrong button.
Guys in the
wrong
middle
button.
of a
Yeah, there you
catacomb.
go.
We're gonna do tobacco.
Snake oil, medicine, moonshine helps. So there we go. Now we're maxed out. Look at this guy. He says his piece and he leaves. Good riddance.
Good riddance to bad rubbish. What is this guy?
Shit, no.
Am I out of ammo?
Enough of this slippery nonsense.
I don't know, but the revolver's gonna still work.
Yeah, 0 of 0. Oh, this guy's tricky. Missed. Missed. Got him that time.
I'm gonna outmaneuver him.
I guess.
And fly lazily to the left.
That's all it took. Can't we just, like, put up a piece of plywood?
Oh, Family Guy, Star Wars.
This is as much a fight.
That's no moon. And Leia's getting large.
Leon!
A reflection of ourselves.
Repeater ammo. Oh, you jerk. Jerk. The jerk store called. They're running out of
You only have 2 left of ammo of this.
Do not
Okay.
underestimate the power of the mind. Some of them worship the moon, and the brave man has to kill everyone.
Hey, that's what Jack was. Who the hell are you?
There is no future without a past. You must act.
Anybody else?
Pause it quick. In case you haven't noticed,
Oh, it's the damnedest thing. I
Look
went,
at
I went upstairs.
And all of a sudden,
I went
McDonald's appeared.
upstairs to just, I heard something upstairs and I went up there and there were these bags outside.
holy crap, how big of an
on the
orange!
front porch. What do we got here?
Some poor quality French fries, I'm guessing.
Got some burgers, some quarter pound.
What are we eating now?
Well, it's our last. This is going to be our last Red Dead live stream.
Oh, Baddie for life with a super chat. Oh yeah, answer. He is and was. Just come on. Who can be mad at him? Oh, look at
Now,
that.
folks, look at that.
Oh my God, these are. Oh,
Look at that
There we
thing.
go.
I mean, come on.
Got some sodas.
You got sodas in there? Go there, I can lay that thing down.
Here we go, boys. Look at this.
Oh.
To celebrate what should be our final
Well, it should be.
Red Dead.
oh my God.
Okay, now we'll let Oak get everything done here, and I will get back to taking out zombies.
No,
Not sponsored.
don't even need ketchup for these fries.
Like I said, you don't.
These are good fries.
Quinn's out of his element now.
Yeah. Weird, my Deadeye wasn't working there for a moment.
They give us, what are these lids on these cups here?
My God.
I hit this guy in the head like 7 times.
Straws. Where we're going, we don't need no straws. Batty for life with another super chat. WTF, Oak.
Mace Quinn said he wanted some McDonald's fries.
How do I melee these guys?
Is Diamond Dave watching? We'll just eat real close to the mics.
He loves it.
I don't know if Diamond Dave he hasn't been in the chat so far today, so. No. Look at this.
There, jeez.
Corner pounder with cheese.
That was a tough one, folks.
The mask must be returned.
Especially with those delicious fries staring you in the face.
Let's try some. You got your own pack right here.
I'm on a mission here.
Just feed him my hand. Just gonna feed.
Whoa! What have you done down here? Unlucky.
What the hell? Sorry, folks, that was very close to the microphone. I apologize for the chewing.
I didn't hear it.
Damn you!
We must confront the dark corridors of our conscience.
We got ketchup here, but they gave us the packets. Those are messy. You have to pour it out the lid of Mason Quinn's burger top. Oh, Marie Ramgirl, thank you for the super chat. No dipping sauces for fries. Oh, blasphemy.
See, when we get the nuggies, that's when we get the sauces for.
Yeah. So normally they just give us you get your little bags of ketchup here, which, you know.
Damn this shit.
But I mean, in the studio fridge, we do have like ranch and some other stuff.
Remember, in order to forget.
You want some more fries? I'll feed you.
Oh, I'm good for now. I'm closing in on victory here.
I have seen the movie Founder with Michael Keaton in it about McDonald's. Really good. It's a good movie.
This is for the mask has to go.
This might be the end.
The mask does not like
Eliminate the undead. Oh, I wasn't giving it to you at first. Got him. We got 3 more. Oh, no, sometimes those ones, yeah, might need 2 in the head. Yep. Here's another one.
Watch out,
I'll get away. It blows up.
What a fucking idiot.
Got away from it.
this has gone on long.
That was not a headshot.
Oh, this reminds me of my days in my younger days. McDonald's or fast food and playing some bids. In this case, my employer.
Employees.
won.
Yeah, I should have ordered some nuggies for Mason Quinn. Oh,
Triangle. Oh,
Hit it.
thought we were going to lose him.
Towns with the super chat. What's up, team? There's Towns.
Ah,
I don't know if you watched the lives last week, Towns, but I let him know that you gave us some good recommendations. And
Why is my Deadeye not working?
Because are you low?
Because you were low. Oh my
I
God,
just took
it's gonna
some.
perish.
Go into your journal and take some more.
Towns, if you missed it, we
There
were
we go.
having a fries discussion and a McDonald's discussion earlier on in the stream, so I hit up Uber Eats and had them deliver some fries just for Mason Quinn because Mason Quinn is a huge fan of McDonald's fries.
Not
No,
the first.
Burger King
He
fries,
thinks
the
the
proper
McDonald's
fries.
fries are better than Burger King fries.
Not the first time Oak has had food delivered to a studio.
And you know, this is a special occasion, folks, because this is going to be our last Red Dead stream. And we've been running these Red Dead for about a year now. Gonna explode! Gonna explode! This fucking guy. Yep, it's about a year of Red Dead streams. It's all coming to an end. Zoe, thank you for the super chat. Zoe asks, thanks everyone. Was feeling a bit meh today, but you've all cheered me up, and I'm happy and smiling again. Would you like, if
One behind you.
if somebody requests in a super chat for us to feed Mason Quinn fries, you almost couldn't say no, could we, Ansel?
No, there's no way.
I wanted to see more of that.
What if we fed him his burger?
Here comes the burger plane.
Oh, I'm all out of goodies.
Batty for life, thank you for the super chat. It looks like a cigarette in his mouth. Can you order cigarettes on Uber?
Oh my God. Probably. You can order booze.
Return the mask.
Turn the mask. Here we go. Oh, stressful.
Have a fry.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
I've actually got a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
How do you
I should
know?
probably keep my levels low.
My name
You're
is
such a
Ayatio.
liar.
Oh, you have blood tests.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you probably shouldn't even eat this right now.
I probably shouldn't, realistically.
No, not for
Well, that's my saturated fat and stuff probably be way too high.
Well, Answer and I can share your fries.
And your burger.
Ayatio.
How's your burger?
All right, we did
A
it.
horse is waiting for you. You should return home.
This feels like an end scene, end show shot right here.
Believe this might be it.
All right.
John,
Are they normal?
there you are.
Oh, because we returned the
Well,
mask, everything
Whenever
worked out. I
trouble
thought they
starts,
were gone
I
for
can pretty much
sure.
guarantee you'll ride off into the sunset.
You feeling
Wait,
better?
what?
Yeah, because we
Yes.
returned the
Return the
mask.
mask.
Once
That's
that
what
boy stopped trying to bite me, everything felt much better. I'm starving though.
How about some Burger King fries?
Me? Well, I only felt better once that mad look left your eye. Please, Dad, don't leave me here alone with that woman again.
Excuse me.
Try not to, son.
I've heard that before.
Well, look at that.
All right.
Well, let me fix us something to eat.
Please don't. We've had enough dramatics for one day.
Are you kidding me? He got his family back.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that usually never works in the zombie movie.
A few months later. Unless you think of the movie Faculty.
Oh, no.
There were aliens in the faculty.
Yeah, but you took out the head.
Some asshole down there again.
Gonna steal the mask.
This guy.
It's him. It's him again.
Because he wants his wife back.
Yeah. It's for the sequel. John Marston.
Husband. Oh, shit.
Wait a minute. Why would John have died a few months later?
Because of the game.
Yeah, it's like when we were playing as Jack. Oh, it looks good in that suit, though. Now you can play as an undead cowboy. Look at this.
All right, well, look at the map.
Look at that.
Didn't we finish everything? Oh, here. Read.
Marston was buried by his wife and son with a flask of water he seemed to treasure. They did not know its special power. Now he comes back. You have broken a horse of the apocalypse. Death. Oh, look at that. Death dispatches foes when he tramples them.
Batty for life. Another super chat. Thank you very much. If Mason Quinn doesn't like them fresh like hell, he's going to like them cold or microwave.
Oh, my God. Those are the worst. What you do is you just take a frying pan with a little oil, fry them right back up.
All right, answer. Well, there you go. There's my time.
All right, there's your quarter pound.
No, I can't have that.
Well, answer, you can save these for later.
Yeah.
All right.
Just have a fry or two.
I did. You fed them to me, remember?
I gotta
Sure, good.
change the set.
Change the settings. Oh. Did you guys get all the chats?
We got another one from Town.
Towns. McDonald's fries are superior. Freddy's fries are up there with Freddy's sauce. Yeah, Towns, I'm going to have to disagree. I think Burger King fries are the king. McDonald's, I think, overrated. More of a success of their marketing, I think. That's just me.
Yes, because when people go in and order fries and are eating them, oh, hell, wow, they really marketed the hell out of these.
Well, that's
to
like
me.
their number one thing they do commercials on. They have a whole thing about Friday being when you go to McDonald's and order fries. It's like a whole ad campaign.
It's because they know how to do it. We have a
I know, that's what I'm saying.
We have a superior product.
Superior product.
Thank you for making my point.
Well, then why does
As you like to
why does
say.
Pepsi or Coke or any of them advertise? Everyone's still going to get a Pepsi and Coke.
Well, it's only if
Is
they're
this
advertising.
do we
on-
have a whole nother? Is this like we finished like in Red Dead? Now you can just open world whatever.
I'm assuming that's what it is.
Oh,
It's the vibe that I'm getting.
But yeah, once again though, Towns, thank you for all the help when we were in Miami, telling us where to go as far as
Oh, you're on fire.
I'm just running.
but the zombies wouldn't
we did
attack
go-
you, would they?
I think so.
Are you supposed to take out the people?
No, it said talk to the survivor to see how you can help.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You just
Now you're taking out your own kind.
See, I'm helping out my safety of the town.
Marie Ramgirl, thank you for the super sticker. Like a little flexy emoji there.
boss.
There we are. There it is. Oh.
The Hollywood
When you
Hogan.
were wrestling, did you do any flexing?
No.
Yes, you
not
did.
even like a-
When you would hold your belt.
I do the come on baby like Chris Jericho on occasion.
Like your most muscular?
Yeah, yeah.
There it is. Towns, thank you for the super chat. Just DoorDash me some McDonald's too. Mason Quinn, I want a glass of what you're drinking. Burger King fries are hot, but Culver's fries are better. Culver's fries are way better than Burger King.
The Culver's little pretzel bites are really good too.
Those are
We can agree.
They're
We can
just
agree
normal
on that.
pretzel bites, but they put just a little bit of salt on them, so
Yeah.
they're good. They're not, and it's not like the thick like road salt they put on, you know.
Yeah,
other-
the-
which I don't mind. I actually like that on pretzels too. But they're just, oh, my little guy loves the pretzel bites. I have a picture. It's somewhere on my Instagram or a video. The first time he discovered the double dip with the cheese and the ketchup, he was like,
yeah.
"Can I dip it
do
in
both?"
I'm like, "Yeah, go nuts." And he's like, he did like a little dance. Culver's is actually reshared on a couple of occasions.
Oh, really?
Pictures of my little guy. Yeah.
Maybe they should
Because he told him to.
become a sponsor of the channel.
Well, when he was younger, they sent us some Culver shirts and some gift cards. Culver's has been very kind.
There you go.
All right,
We
Tom,
love
that's
Culver's.
saved.
The undead still need, but you can explore with less threat of being attacked as well as sleep in safety on the map. In your pause menu, this town will be marked with a cross.
No Culver's on the East Coast. Yeah, that's right. They don't have it out there.
Yeah.
Alana Myers with the super chat. Quinn, eat the quarter pounder or we will unsubscribe. No, listen, I
didn't
can't
even think of it.
because
Yeah, you
I
can't
went
do
in
that.
and had some, just routine medical stuff that they checked me for. Everything was all good. That was fine. But I do have to go in tomorrow to get my blood work done. And I've got to have some decent numbers for that. So
Yeah, it's bad to have a bunch of saturated fats the
Yeah.
night before or the day before.
yeah, I
blood work.
really can't.
Never hurt me in the past.
Because I've been doing pretty good with my diet and everything as far as what I've been eating and staying away from. So I really want to blow away the numbers so I don't have to get put on, some medication or something. So, all that being said, yeah, I got to be a good boy. But After that, the wheels can come off for a day or two.
Wheels.
We'll just leave it. We'll just leave it right down here on the desk.
Yeah, just leave it right here.
It's not gonna age at all.
Man, you guys weren't. I've seen all these memes and jokes about like Uber Eats, like ordering normal food, but like having to spend so much extra.
Yeah.
Like, look, it's fun. It's for Alive. It's our last Red Dead, so it's worth it. But when I got the final bill, I'm like, what? That's for 3 combo meals.
It's just down the road.
It's down the road. Well, combo meals now are like $10 a piece.
Yeah.
So you do that, and then I did apparently you can go Uber priorities.
Oh, jeez. I paid the
There's only an extra $1.50 to priority. Well, yeah, I guess.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
And then your tip, and look, I used to be a waiter. I tip excessively because I know there's people who don't. It's like you're always. It's my way of trying to balance out the world's assholes. So I tip excessively. Yeah, it's like, the jokes about ordering Uber Eats is
legit.
It's legit.
Baddies for life with the super chat. Oak, get your money back. I'm sure this quarter pounder and fries
really set
will
them
find
back.
a happy place to go to between these two guys.
We'll be all right.
Yeah.
I've spent the same amount of money on much worse things, so I try to have a little bit of fun on the channel. At least it wasn't as bad as of a flop as Answer's cake.
Yeah, I like the cake being cold like that with the frosting.
So when we did Answer's birthday live, I went and I actually did Instacart to get a cake delivered, and it must have came right. It was just a regular sheet cake, right? So the frosting should be soft. It must have came right out of the freezer from the grocery store here because the frosting was like almost frozen. So when you were digging through, the frosting was like breaking off.
Coming off, yeah.
It wasn't good. So, and then we had to pass the cake around to eat it. It wasn't. I should have ordered cupcakes in hindsight for each of us.
Yeah.
Birthday cupcakes.
Yeah.
But
At least we didn't share a fork. That was hygienic of us not to share. We each got our own.
I'm the least germaphobe. I think once you've worked in a bar for any number of years as a bouncer, you just at some point become the least germophobic person in the world.
I've never had a fear of germs.
Yeah, I'm not.
Hence why I rarely get sick.
I'm right.
Yep.
I never get
like
sick.
if you're a bouncer, it doesn't look. You got to clean up bottles. Everybody who's you're not going to wipe down each bottle before you grab it. You're not going to hand sanitize after you grab bottles and touching people's IDs. And that's not to even talk about cleaning up people's like gross messes,
all that dirty money
throwing up, and money's filthy. So. Being germophobic, obviously I'm not going to argue with doctors that you should wash your hands and stuff like that, but being overly germophobic, it's like when people at the gym get, like they wipe down every piece of equipment, which is
I mean, I'll do a wipe down,
a wipe
but
down.
not like.
But people will wipe it down before they use it, but then you'll see them like touch, like they'll wipe down the handles, but then they touch like something else, and I'm like,
you just kind of blew it away.
I would always wipe down.
Gyms, by the way,
especially if you're like sweating, you leave that sweat trail. It's like
I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will wipe down a handle, but then like put their hand somewhere else where it's like, just negated all your progress there.
For me, I do it like I'll wipe down the equipment just so people see that I do it. Like, I don't care if somebody else does, as long as it's not like a big head sweat ring or something. But it's just kind of a.
Yeah, I've always done it after. I've never done it before.
All right, so we got Batty for life. We'll get your money back.
Yeah, what size soda was this, Oak? Was this a medium?
Just in case you need
it's
it.
a Diet Coke.
Okay.
Oh, it's diet.
I am that McDonald's guy where I'll order like a double quarter pounder and a Diet Coke.
It's like, hey, any way you can save those empty calories.
You can reduce the sugar. It's the easiest diet tip to anybody out there. Easiest diet tip: reduce liquid calories. And while I will never, ever, ever say that diet soda or zero-calorie drinks are good for you, because they are not, including this Diet Coke, but if you are going to have a soda, you can reduce your caloric intake.
Some folks in the chat, Nikolai and others, talking about the portions. Is this overly big for where's the lid?
That's a normal size.
Is that overly big for you guys? Like, there's my hand for a comparison. I don't know if you can can see that.
We'll take it up to the
A
camera.
little small to me, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, remember that's the weight is pre-cooked.
I normally order a double quarter pounder though, so I'm used to it being a little bit more
thicker,
hearty.
yeah.
Then you get rid of the bun, get rid of those carbs.
No. But which isn't look. It's not.
That's why I miss the Big Mac wrap when they had those back in the day.
It's also not a bad option. Look, if you go someplace and order like a double quarter pounder and you get rid of the bun and just have 2 beef patties in a diet soda, it's a relatively low caloric intake for what you're getting. Sebastian, thank you for the super chat. Have any of you guys played Minecraft? I have not.
I have not.
I've watched my buddy's kids play and my nephews play.
Yeah, I have no idea what you even do in it. I just know, like, the blocky images that like, you'll see on T-shirts.
I see the movie is cashing in massive.
Is it doing well?
Oh, it's Jack Black and Jason Momoa? I mean, come on.
It's making huge money, and kids are getting kicked out of theaters left and right.
Really?
Why?
There's a scene in the movie where something happens, and the trend is during this scene, all the kids go, ah, and they throw their popcorn and all their food in the air. Which is, it's kind of disrespectful to the other families that are there. But at the same time, it's kind of funny to see it. It's just a bunch of high school dudes who are going, and it's kind of a viral trend. But yeah, kids are getting kicked out of the theaters left and right. But no, haven't played it. Tran Kurong, thank you for the super chat. Seriously, you guys should doing reaction to Netflix Baki anime. It has a lot of parody and references to real life figure and martial arts.
I think
I'm good on the fries. The answer can heat these up later, like he had talked.
Putting it on the list.
It's on the list. Now it made the official list, and I like parodies.
Yeah, with the anime, folks, keep the recommendations coming in because, I mean, we all absolutely loved Death Note after we did AOT, which I thought Death Note was just incredible. Absolutely loved it. So, yeah, keep the recommendations coming for sure.
All right. Batty for Life, thank you for another super chat. After that live stream with the cake, I was craving cake for like a week. Had to DoorDash me a mini cake.
Nice.
You know, it's a weird thing. So it's been a joke, like meme / whatever online for 10-15 years about like the second portion of your life begins when you realize that you don't have to have an excuse to go buy a cake as an adult. And like, look, I'll go and get, like a turtle sundae, an ice cream dessert. But it's weird to think like, yep, I could just go buy a sheet cake from a festival.
Or you can,
because I want one.
You can be at the restaurant and order your dessert first, and you can have it.
Yeah. But yeah, order yourself a sheet cake. There's no rules against it. It's wild.
The thing I like too is because I will occasionally DoorDash as well. But when I do it, it'll be like to get Qdoba, so I don't have to drive down Wisconsin Avenue by the mall because I despise that road because of how rough it is and how bad the traffic usually is to get down there by the mall. And it's like, you know what? It's worth the $5.
Is that a zombie or a person?
She was about to be one.
Oh.
Wow.
No,
so to me, it's worth spending the $5 so I don't have to drive there.
Yeah. Towns, thank you for the super chat. I went to go see it, and during the chicken jockey scene.
That's the one. Okay.
Yeah, well, he's good.
Well, like we're gonna get a reference.
Someone brought in a whole ass live chicken. Hundreds of kids throwing popcorn. Feel terrible for whoever has to clean, but funniest shit ever. Like I saw the videos, and again, like if I'm going there with my kids to see it and that happened, like I'm old enough to where I'd be like, come on, guys, I got my kid here. But watching the videos, it was pretty funny. And
I just feel bad for the theater folks.
They have to clean up. Like they're.
Granted, popcorn's relatively easy to clean up, but it's in all the seats and everything.
Yeah, but the live chicken though, and what?
Yeah,
if that's shitting.
Yeah, I mean, so it's pretty much. Again, when you watch, it's like all the kids, like these giant groups of kids, and when the scene comes, they all throw their popcorn in the air. Which, like, look, as long as they're not talking and whatever throughout the rest of the movie, then it's... Look, if I'm in the back row and a bunch of kids throw their popcorn in the air, does that ruin the whole thing for me? No. If they're all going nuts for 30 seconds, no.
Yeah, but it just seems to me like it's pretty... rude to the folks that have to work there
Oh,
to
yeah,
clean it
it's-
up because
it's
you want to
wild.
have
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you want to have your
You wanna
weird
have
little
your
funny moment. You know, it's like
Yeah, keep it comical where you go, ugh.
They have signs up saying that if you do this, the movie's getting, like a lot of the
Turn it
theaters
off.
have put up signs saying if you do this, we'll turn the movie off.
yeah, as they should. I
Which
would
is-
rule with an iron fist.
Which, you know, if I go in there and I paid my good money and they shut off the movie because of that, I would be fucking livid.
Yeah, especially
Look, I just came in.
$20
You don't have any
like,
good
you want to
money.
kick these people out who did it, that's fine, but you're putting the movie back on because I paid my money for this movie. So
What, you want to fight about it?
cheering and clapping, I would say, is not the norm in theaters here. It's big movies with big scenes. You know, I'm trying to think of like when the
well, like Avengers was
Avengers,
big. Everybody
people
had
will
a
cheer
reaction for that.
You know,
That was silence, though.
Twilight, you see some cheering. I remember
I
when
doubt
Star
Twilight
Wars:
was
The
any
Phantom
cheering.
Menace, so the first Star Wars to come out,
Yeah.
the prequels.
After so many years
After
of
all
nothing.
those years, we waited in line. Everybody was dressed up, and when the Star Wars theme hit, the fucking place went
Yeah.
wild. When I went and saw Back to the Future Part 2 on Future Day, October 21st,
Yeah.
2015. We were all in the theater. They made a big deal out of it. They had there's a local guy here that has a DeLorean. They had that outside the theater. They had a look-alike contest with it. And when they were in the car saying, "This is where we're going," October 21st, 2015, the whole theater, we all went nuts.
That's awesome.
So yeah, people will cheer. People
And
will
then
cheer in
musicals,
theaters
too.
here, but I say for the most part, people don't cheer. I remember when I saw John Wick, I was like, yeah, like I wasn't
Yeah.
like cheering like loud, but I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, and clapping. I think we all clapped at the end of Maverick, Top Gun.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
I don't think people made a single noise throughout the entire Top Gun.
Well,
Maverick.
Diamond Dave was like a meerkat the whole time.
Yeah, but I think at the end everybody clapped. That's, I think, for really big movies here, I think people clap. But look, it's got to be something pretty special
Yeah.
for people to cheer or make noise and stuff like that. Laughing, obviously, is a different thing. I saw Borat in the theaters.
Oh, I
never
bet you that
saw
was
it.
clapping.
Dude, yeah, we were all laughing so hard. I've seen a few of the Jackass movies in the theater. Like, just gut laughing to where you can't even move.
Oh, I almost threw up during the first one when we had the snow cone. I'm usually fine with the stomach, but when they did that, oh, I almost lost it.
Captain America calling Thor's hammer. Yeah, people, that's the stuff where you can go.
Or like when Thor comes into Wakanda. When they're fighting that scene.
Yeah, that got me good. Like, it gave me chills.
Towns, thank you for another super chat. Not even that. Let's talk about the price of popcorn. When I was in high school, my parents would give me $5 to go out with my friends for a weekend. $20 down my drain. My parents would die. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. Price of popcorn. You're literally throwing money in the air.
Chilton Cinema, it was you could get the all-nighter is what it was called. It was 2 20-ounce sodas and a large popcorn that you could get refilled whenever you wanted.
My
It's
favorite
called the all-nighter.
My favorite theater was the Rivali in La Crosse, Wisconsin. You could go there and they had tables in front of you and you could order pizza and beer and sit there and watch the movie. That was just outstanding.
That's what they do now. And
There's a lot of theaters in bigger
Chilton.
cities there's a lot of theaters now. Well, even Marcus Grand, not Hollywood, but they'll they have the cafe,
Yeah.
food. But I've seen overseas there's somewhere they're like full layback beds, and it's like, man.
Okay, no, that'd be dangerous. I would fall asleep right away.
Yeah, that's what we're worried about is people falling asleep, not other stuff.
Your mind.
Not other
That's
stuff.
a good guy. What are you doing?
Well, I'm a zombie.
Tran,
Did
thank
nothing.
you again for the super chat. Is there a chance we see you three stream a horror game? Well, that would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I know we have a number of them on the list. I know like Resident Evil has been recommended. I think Silent Hill has, and then some of the more recent ones as well. We've had some recommendations for those as well.
Look, like here they do. I think they still do $5 Tuesdays here. Like if you go to it's $5. They do deals on, like where we're at.
Use my expired college ID for for college Thursdays.
Dude, guys,
I swear I'm a freshman.
First time out at the movies with my now fiance. So she's 12 years younger than I am.
Oh,
so
humble
at
brag.
the time, I am in 2016. I was about 37. She was about 25, right? We go to the theaters. And she busts out her fucking student ID, which, mind you, is a few years old by this time.
Save
for
money.
the discount.
Good
and
on her.
I'm fucking mortified.
Why?
Because
should be proud of her.
Hey,
She's
they
trying
would
to
love
save
to see
money.
a father-daughter
I'm going-
combo come to the movies.
You asshole. I'm going to pay. I'm going to pay for this fucking movie, and my fiance busts out her student ID. Talk about making me feel like a creep.
I would disagree. I just think that
Hey.
shows she's very frugal, and that's a good sign to have.
That's the top quality Quinn looks for.
Frugality.
Hey, good call. Does mine still work?
Probably does.
She's 12 years younger than me, not 12 years old, people.
Let's be clear.
Yeah. When I was giving them shit, that's what I meant.
And baddies for life. Gall darn it. Talking about food, now I gotta DoorDash me another cake.
Another cake.
Maybe try something different. I wonder how it would work DoorDash and ice cream.
Oh,
If you
it
want to
works.
DoorDash a turtle sundae, I mean, I wonder if it could get melted before it got to
Because like they said about Freddy's, so that's like they're a steak burger place.
Okay, yeah, I haven't been to the one in Appleton yet.
It is. So they also have ice cream, and it's really good. It travels actually better than what you think it would. Now I know you have a Dairy Queen right down the road, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Have you been able to? You can't buy supplies or anything, can you? How are you supposed to get more tobacco and moonshine and stuff?
You find it on the bodies you search.
Strictly finding. I thought maybe they would change it up for us here.
Oh, where'd you come from there?
He's still coming.
Well, might as well get this. He's looking right at.
Yeah. He had an arrow in his head.
Just in case.
Look at them all. You got anything that goes boom?
I do, but this has been.
Got anything that goes?
I have such a hard time switching quickly between weapons if it's not obvious enough, but it seems like they don't slow down time enough for you. Yeah, see, then you're in that situation.
I'm doing the. Oh!
You are undead.
Oh, we're restarting near the town.
Yeah,
I did the
Jumpy,
oak
this-
where I clicked in.
Yeah, Jumpy, this will be the end of Undead Nightmare for us.
Yeah, right now we're just saving towns.
Answer's
anyways.
just having some fun.
Yeah, because folks, so just so we're right, this is the story's pretty much done. This is just kind of like open world stuff.
Yeah, free play or whatever. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did we get trans?
No, not the latest one, no.
Trans. So, has any of you guys ever watched any of the Bruce Lee movies? If not, then movie reaction list. Oh, I'd also like to see Jackie Chan, City Hunter reaction. I've seen, I think, all the Bruce Lee movies. It's been a long time. So my oldest brother was a huge Bruce Lee fan. So we had all the movies. What was it? Game of Death, Fist of Fury, Enter the Dragon.
Ooh, he's moving fast.
Game of Death, Fist of Fury, Enter the Dragon. Oh, I'm missing one.
Yeah, I mean, those are kind of the big ones that I think most people think of.
Enter the Dragon, of course, being his
What is going on with
yeah, we've seen all
the
those.
crouching? Yeah, I'm clicking. Yeah, I'm clicking.
I saw an interesting
I'm
discussion.
clicking L3 to stop crouching, and he keeps crouching.
I saw an interesting
We'll
clip
start
of
over
Joe
again.
Rogan and those guys discussing Bruce Lee versus Chuck Norris, and everybody was like, Chuck Norris was like a legit, real deal, like straight badass world championship kickboxer. I didn't know he was really advanced in jiu-jitsu too.
Oh.
And they said Chuck would have wasted Bruce. Well, the thing with Bruce Lee, and I just had this discussion with a friend the other day, we brought up once a time in Hollywood too. There's not a lot of like records of Bruce doing any sort of actual full contact tournament fighting. A lot of exhibitions, a lot of displays.
Yeah.
He's very skilled, very strong, very articulate, a good teacher. But as far as actual fighting, we really don't know how much he actually did. So it's hard to say how somebody would fare. Because again, Norris was actually out there fighting, and they asked Chuck Norris, and Chuck had a very humble answer. Well, you know, we never actually fought. Bruce was very skilled, but so was I. So you know, he gave the type of answer that was very respectful of his friendship with Bruce. But movies were entertaining.
So I'd still think.
But the thing, here's the one thing that I will say about the Bruce Lee movies is they're fun. Have you guys seen it? You guys
I've seen them.
I've seen.
They're very much the thing where he's like fighting 30 guys and they all attack like one at a time.
They all wait their turn.
Oh, you mean like Steven Seagal and all of his movies?
Pretty much.
Yeah. But his martial arts are good, but it's not anything like visually. Van Damme's martial arts in his movies are more impressive visually than Bruce Lee. With his tornado kicks and all the stuff Van Damme did, which, by the way, I sent these guys a screenshot the other day. Apparently, a remake of Bloodsport is in discussion by A24. Cool. Which I'm curious as to whether they would actually remake Bloodsport in the time period it was in, or if it
I wonder if A24 just took that as a challenge. Like, hey, do you think we can remake Bloodsport? Yeah, I think we can pull it off.
I think Muscular Development's YouTube channel is still up. I actually interviewed, for those of you who have seen Bloodsport, I interviewed the real Frank Dukes 9 years ago at the Arnold Classic. He was there and talked about some of his past in the movie Bloodsport and stuff like that. It was a very interesting conversation.
Baddies for life. Oak, are you going to let him talk to you like that? Push back, baby. That must have been their answer, was giving you the business.
I wouldn't even listen, I gotta be honest. Look, as far as Steven Seagal, I was just having this I was having a talk about the Bruce Lee thing the other day, and my buddy's like, who would win, Seagal or Van Damme? And I'm like, well, Seagal was very accomplished in Aikido, even before the movie. But
I've seen the videos.
But I don't know. Yeah, but that's the thing with Aikido is I don't know how practical it would be in an actual fight.
Yeah.
It's like
he made it practical in every fight.
It's just like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Look, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in an MMA fight or a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament can be incredibly effective.
But if I can bite and break fingers.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in a regular fight, like if you had somebody who is very skilled at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and somebody who is not a skilled fighter, then clearly hands down the person who's doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But if you had somebody who is a skilled fighter and there's no rules, then a lot of that stuff
doesn't really work.
Yeah.
It's like if I've got a free hand, I can rip an ear off or push in an eyeball or go for some soft tissue.
There's a lot of rules, which I heard they just changed the 12 o'clock down elbow rule in UFC. So for those of you familiar in UFC, if somebody went in for a takedown or their head was down, you could not elbow them. You could not strike down in the back of the head.
You can't give him the Dusty Rhodes bionic elbow?
No, and
how about if you do the little thing before it and then hit him with it?
To really let him
elbow.
Somebody was telling me that they just changed that, which completely changes the dynamic of having your head down and shooting. And I suppose it's past the statute of limitations. I got years ago when I used to attend parties at UW-Madison, I got in a fight with Zoom was a wrestler, and he went in for a double leg takedown and put his head to the side. I'm like, bro, we ain't wrestling.
Same wrestling, yeah.
Elbow to the back. And of course, that was a cheap shot. I'm like, well, I don't know. In a singlet? It's a college house party. But, yeah. Yeah, I guess good. Yeah, Zach, that's exactly it. Aikido was created to disarm somebody with a sword. Very little usefulness in MMA, and even in an actual street fight. And that's why I brought up Van Damme, because Van Damme, I don't know, good, better, or otherwise, it was a lot of striking. And if you watch the Seagal movies, there's a lot of catching punches,
breaking arms,
a lot of momentum to twist and throw people, and to catch a punch. I mean, look, if somebody throws a wild haymaker at you, to get inside it and catch it and do some sort of shoulder throw or like a judo type move or Jap whiz or shit like that, yeah, but most of the stuff in the Seagal movies is pretty impractical. And Seagal has been on record calling Van Damme a movie fighter, to which my reply would be, can Van Damme throw a good roundhouse kick? Yes. Okay, so if he moves 3 inches closer and it's not for a movie and he actually hits you in the face,
what's gonna happen?
You're fucked. So movie fighting where somebody has to choreograph like Aikido realistically. I love the Seagal movies, but yes, in all reality, it's not fucking realistic. Versus movie fighting where, hey, I'm going to kick you in your sternum. Like, well, that's a real thing.
That would happen.
Yeah.
Kaylee with the super chat. Now that The Last of Us is back, I low-key hope we hear Dina, Jesse, or Ellie yell, "Why is it still coming?" Just for Diamond Dave LMAO. That would be a fantastic...
it would be fun to see a show like... Whoa!
Won't let me.
To see a show pay homage
I wanted to go full
The Walking
send.
Dead, because let's be honest, The Walking Dead really revived an entire genre of the undead, post-apocalyptic. I mean, because really before Walking Dead, of course, what did we have?
You had your Dawn of the Dead, George A. Romero stuff.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, hey, remember this town, Quinn?
Oh, this town sucks. Definitely not on my list.
Can't do it, answer.
Can't be
do it.
done.
Game
Can't
won't
be
let
done.
you.
Can't be done right now.
Yeah, it would be fun if they paid.
But at the same time, you know, Last of Us is its own show, and I don't think it's a stretch to say Walking Dead may have outworn their welcome in a few areas with some of their shows and spin-offs.
Holy fuck, did they?
But you know, so I'd like Last of Us just to kind of be its own
you gotta
thing.
wonder with a show like that if they know, like, okay, we're still gonna make money off selling ad revenue for this, but it's not as good as the original product. Like, how much you keep going, knowing it's not as good, but knowing that you'll still turn up a profit.
Well, and when that's all AMC had, I mean, like, what other banger shows they have now that Breaking Bad is done, now that you know, Walking Dead is essentially done? Like, what other big tentpole shows do they have?
Well, and the thing is, now you have like HBO, Netflix, and Amazon. I mean, they're, let's be honest, you know, and Hulu, producing their own big shows. And I don't know much about AMC, but I don't know if they have pockets like Amazon and Netflix.
Well, Amazon is able to drop $1 billion on the Lord of the Rings stuff, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we got to get around to the second season of Rings of Power yet, don't we?
Do we though?
Do we?
Do we?
That was probably one of the most disappointing seasons of any show we've ever watched, was Rings of Power. Not that it was terrible, but
you expect a lot more.
You
for
expected
what
so
is
much
into
more.
it.
So much just bad stuff. Yeah. You guys got a perfect fade the entire time.
Perfect time. Mine's gone after 3 days. This guy's
got a
had it in Middle Earth for years.
Perfect fade that you would need. You wouldn't need.
Town has been saved.
Look at that. Answer saved another town.
Look at you. Aren't you proud of yourself? But yeah, it's going to be a fun ride with Last of Us for sure.
Look, Rogue Ostrich is karate. I will say this from experience: karate in a just a street fight, okay,
saved.
against people
I think
that
we won.
don't have a lot of fighting experience is very, very effective. Because if somebody just doesn't know how to throw a basic strike, and you do through karate, look, punching and kicking, if you're good at it and you can and you have good form and you can put a little bit of heat behind your punches and kicks, people way underestimate karate, and here's why. Because Taekwondo has become a family thing, which is fine. It's great. I have my little guy. There's a lot of families who join it. People join it. Look, a lot of people put their kids in Taekwondo for the discipline, the lessons, for some sort of physical activity, and they never expect them to be fighters. And the belt system in Taekwondo is very much forms-based and stuff like that. So you can advance to a black belt without being a good fighter in karate. You don't have to be good at fighting. But the people who are good black belts that can fight, they will fuck you up if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen, look, we've all seen the videos online of like some guy who's in a karate and he gets in some stance and then he gets his ass whooped by a wrestler because he doesn't know how to fight. But if you get somebody who's got actual experience that can throw kicks and punches, they can be pretty
Well,
dangerous.
even if you just know how to box and just knowing how to properly throw a punch, you're gonna work 80% of the people out there.
Muay Thai is going to be infinitely better than karate because you're teaching the same striking, but you're also using knees and elbows.
Oh, Cassie says to go home, eat dinner with your family one more time. Answer, since we got everything complete.
Yeah, but yeah, Muay Thai it's just the options for Muay Thai are so limited. It's like Krav Maga because there's no sporting aspect to Muay Thai, right? Like you can't have your you can't take your 6-year-old to learn. Well, I
McFarlane's.
suppose you can, you know, but it's not like Taekwondo. It's the same with Krav Maga. You don't have a Krav Maga tournament because everything's meant to hurt people. You know?
I forget, it was, what was it called, Answer? What's our home called,
our
folks? Was it McFarland's Ranch?
No, that's where we helped.
Oh,
out
Beecher's
at.
Hope. That's where our house is. Yeah, Beecher's Hope.
Batty for life. We just got the Z super sick. You don't like my my karate stories?
No one does.
It's that the whole thing is a run-on sentence, and I can't even slide anything in there to take part.
I've got some. I suppose like now, if I talk about fighting when I was in college, it's not a big deal. But
yeah, Beecher's Hope. Thanks, Cassie. I even figured that one out.
You get
so proud of myself.
Yeah, karate's underrated because of the fact that you get a lot of dads and kids who aren't that athletic who do it for very, very good reasons that just might not be good at fighting. But if you have somebody who is good at fighting, and even like look, wrestling, I've gotten to fights with wrestlers who they know how to wrestle and that's it. And it's like, guys, there's no rules. There's no rules.
Whoa!
Wow.
A mythical creature.
That thing flew up in the air when you shot at Answer.
Mythical creature. This is.
Is it going to be a Sam Squatch?
No, it's that horse.
Sure.
I had a.
Sure, it's not a cat.
It's right there. I had a wrestler go in. I think he was drunk because he went in for a double leg takedown, but he put his face like straight in my groin, and I was able to sprawl a little bit, and I double ear clapped him. Which in all the fights I got in all the years, which I used to get in a lot in college. Well, so that's a long story. But double ear clapping was one of the things that I actually legitimately felt bad about doing.
No, it's not like pro wrestling where you do it and the guy's head is here and you give him one of those.
No, he went in and he put his. It was almost weird because
you should have power.
For those of you who wrestle, usually with a double leg takedown, your head is on one side, and he just went like straight forward, and I was like, what? I just double ear clapped him, and just like that was a bad thing to do in what was supposed to be just a good old.
Well, don't start fights in bars.
No, that was a college outside of a house party type fight. That's usually what they were, but
nothing good happens after midnight. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, but look, if you get a wrestler, don't get me wrong, if you get a wrestler who is against somebody who knows nothing about fighting, the wrestler's going to win. If you get a wrestler against somebody who is a karate guy and the wrestler closes the gap, wrestler's winning. You get a wrestler against somebody who also wrestles but also did karate, then it's like,
skill level increases.
And that's the problem with people who are like wrestlers or Brazilian jiu-jitsu and ground and tie-up sort of martial arts or fighting is you get them
Drake, what are you doing, Answer?
I'm trying to lasso this horse.
You get a lot of those in a street fight situation, and they're so programmed for wrestling, they forget this isn't a wrestling match. Hey,
real world.
You put your head down for a takedown, and I smack you on the back of your head.
That's why I'm a big fan of if you're going to be in a fight, you fight dirty. There's no rules. Eyes, ears, throat, balls, whatever. Just go for everything.
Yeah.
No holding back.
I was always pretty clean in the fights that I got into, just because ironically, for those college parties where there's a lot of people, there tends to be the just for saving face to be a one-on-one factor for those fights.
Well, I'm saying if you're in a situation where you have to fight to defend yourself, you go for the easiest way to stop the fight.
Yeah, folks, if you're ever in an actual self-defense situation where you're in a dangerous situation, especially women out there, bite, scratch, kick dudes
eyes,
in the balls,
ears, rip out ears,
everything,
bite everything. Yeah, for sure. There is no fighting fair.
Nope.
That or have an equalizer of choice, whatever that might be in your particular situation. Whether that's mace, pepper spray, whatever it may be. Well, whatever suits your fancy, whatever you're comfortable with. But thankfully, in most parts of the world, everything is relatively safe, and the day-to-day need for that is an extreme minimum. So,
famine has unlimited stamina. Oh, look at that. Well, another thing now is, I tell you what, like the sort of fights I got into when I was in college, and it was mostly in college when I was under 21. It was a stretch of about 2 years where I was in Madison, Wisconsin, biggest party school in the country every weekend, and my friends knew that I could fight. and they would talk a lot of essentially harmless trash just to get me in fights, and I was never overly aggressive, but we fought a lot, like a lot. But now people will get out their cell phones and record you, and if that gets on,
then it's,
you know,
there goes your life.
Yeah, you kick somebody, punch them in the mouth, you can become a felon. So
yeah, you know,
really fight like that anymore.
But Annie's, that's the interesting thing about, like, you know, going on hikes and stuff like that. And it's, look, we have zero issue with any kind of like animals here for the most part in the Midwest. You'd be pretty hard pressed to find something that's going to give you trouble. But, you know, if you're out west or something like that, you know, you've got mountain lions and bears that can be a legit concern, and that's why everybody's got to be careful with their food and stuff. So, you know, it's a lot about knowing your surroundings and about where you're at and that sort of thing.
I go on walks with my fiance and I will take our little guy, and when we go up to the northern part of Wisconsin, we'll go on walks, and there's black bear and wolves and all the random mountain lion.
And Oak wears his black belt just to send
just to let him know.
Just to let him know.
Wear a black belt.
Just to let him know.
I always
Hey,
carry
Grizzly, check it out.
When
Sorry, sir.
When we go on any sort of wilderness walk, if we're out on the trail, I always carry one, just because it's you know, it's better to not. Again, it's the typical. It's better to have it and not need it than be like, oh shit.
Yeah, but I mean, around Wisconsin, even the biggest black bear isn't going to go after a person. They're just not.
In 99.999% of situations. But if something were to happen, if you got too close to one of their cubs,
that's the only way they're gonna
attack. A wolf that hasn't eaten in a long time that somehow strays on its own, or even a mountain lion that strayed over, and we do have them in northern Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I prefer to not be with my family.
Oh wait, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And be without a suitable firearm for being up north. So.
And do we get baddies for life?
Yeah.
Oh, we got that was the sleep. That was the sleeping one. And then we got towns. What do you guys think of All of Us Are Dead? Been binge watching all of the videos that you have unreleased under your membership page, so I'm all caught up on that. Can't wait for episode 8 uncut to be dropped. All of Us Are Dead has been phenomenal. It's been a lot of fun, and we've been, or I think these guys would agree, have been pleasantly surprised by Alice in Borderland, All of Us Are Dead. A lot of the, whether they're Japanese or K-dramas or, you know, whatever genre they might be, they've been phenomenal. And the way that they did the zombies in All of Us Are Dead, where they were all a threat. You couldn't just like walk out to your mailbox and headshot 4 zombies that are out there like it's no big thing. I like that they were a legit threat and they weren't easy to take out. Makes it really interesting. And the twist in the story, and I don't know how far along anybody else is, so I don't want to spoil, but the twist in how the zombies can work in here when you get bit is really interesting too. So I've loved All of Us Are Dead. I thought it was awesome.
It creeps me out when the zombies can run. That's like my biggest fear.
Like how Quinn hates monkeys.
Oh,
it's you with
yes, that is the good.
Yeah,
Quinn hates his monkeys. Me with running zombies. Ah!
Yeah, just wait till we get to the 28 Days trilogy here on the channel. That'll be a lot of fun.
Somebody said if you're in Alaska, you got to carry your piece. Yeah, well, if you're in Alaska, then you got to worry about carrying either a 460 or a 454 Casull or a 500 or something like that. Although I know a lot of guys in Alaska will carry a 10 millimeter. I guess their backup carry, which is
I just go with brass knuckles
for a bear.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, guy, what are you doing?
She was feeling sick.
Oh,
sick. You know how that was gonna play out. And then Towns again with the super chat. Also for anyone here that loves watching the reactions, space subscribing to the membership and watching the unreleased uncut reactions is the best purchase I've ever invested in. Well, yeah, you heard it here.
You heard it here, folks, from Towns.
There it is. There's the we couldn't ask for a better recommendation.
Who I thought lived a lot closer to Miami.
Yeah, so if you're
when we were there,
so basically on
Pensacola.
Patreon,
he's like, my ass is in Pensacola.
Yeah, so basically on Patreon, the first thing that we drop is a full reaction, but it's watch along, you know, so it's something where you would sync up, and it's basically like you're watching movies with us. We do full reactions to the movies and a review after. And then the second is a YouTube cut, comes out early on Patreon, and shortly-ish after it'll come out on YouTube. Right now our Patreon's like $6 a month, so we try to keep it, affordable for for everybody. And as far as voting, we do a lot of our polls for Patreons or YouTube members.
We're not doing any of the posters. We're just gonna go home.
So,
and then put this to bed.
But yeah, thank you for the thanks for the shout out.
The kind of words
in the UK they don't really have animals. Do they not have animals to be worried about in the UK?
Well, I was watching.
They have no animals. They're animal-less.
I know, but like bears and mountain lions, none of that.
Nope,
no
not even flies.
There's no animals.
not even a thing.
No, you joke about that answer. I was watching a guy yesterday.
Freaking awesome.
I was watching a guy, Freddie Dobbs, yesterday. He does a lot of motorcycle tours around the UK and into Europe and things. And he was saying that in the UK, when he rides around on his motorcycle, he doesn't get like hardly any bugs on his windshield. But then he'll go into a different country and there's a lot more. So I found that pretty wild.
The UK, what? I would have never even thought about this. I just ChatGPT'd it. What predatory animals live in the UK? It says the UK doesn't have many large predatory animals these days. There are still some notable ones. Red foxes, badgers, weasels, pine martens, birds of prey.
Yeah. Oh, badgers? You got badgers?
Extinct but historically native.
Yeah,
so.
Jeremy Clarkson couldn't get rid of them on his farm without like getting a special license or permit or something.
Wolves have been extinct in the UK since 1700. Lynxes have been extinct for centuries. Talks of reintroducing them. Brown bears were wiped out during the Middle Ages, and wildcats only survive in small numbers in the Scottish Highlands. So they have smaller predators that balance out the ecosystem with your
that's a good point,
and badgers and stuff. But shit, they don't have large predatory animals there. Interesting. I would have never thought about that.
Yeah, the badgers are the ones that create some problems if what I've seen at Clarkson's farm is true. I mean, honestly, you folks in the UK, I mean, I know it's a TV show. I know some of it can be dramatized, but I don't know how anybody grows food in the UK with the amount of rules and regulations and hoops they have to jump through. I do not know how there can be any farms that make money in the UK.
Well, didn't they just have a huge farmers' strike in France over some stuff?
Yeah, I think they were doing the thing with the tractors. They don't drive there. But like, and again, I know it's a TV show and I know it's Jeremy Clarkson, so it's going to be whatever, but the amount of hoops that he has to jump through just to do stuff on his own land is crazy. It's like, hey, we're trying to give you guys food so you don't starve.
Alice, if we go camping, we could just relax. Mason, Quinn, and I went with a couple other guys, went to a big outdoor power sports festival in Minnesota.
Thanks for the invite.
And we got, dude, you did get invited. Yeah, you get invited every year.
You just assume that I'm invited.
You've been invited. Yeah. But we got to the campsite, and when you pull in, black bear warnings. When you pull in, right next to where my tent was. In fact, I took a picture of it and posted it up. Like, there's a black bear warning literally right next to my my tent. Is this good looking? For the most part, black bears, as long as you're not near their cubs, they're fine, and you got to keep your food out of reach.
Those little raccoons, they're pretty brave at the campsite.
Raccoons are great.
Yeah, it was me and our friend Brian and my nephew. After you guys had left, we stayed an extra night, and we had just eaten our dinner, and we put it in the garbage bag that we had to get rid of it, and it wasn't. 10 minutes later,
answer, that guy's fine.
It wasn't 10 minutes later. The raccoons were going in our garbage, going after the scraps.
The raccoons, like in Great Outdoors.
Oh yeah, yeah. Their little hands were getting in there.
They got hands. I didn't know they had hands.
Yep.
All right. So now, where is our homestead? Oh jeez. Yeah, I gotta get up. Oh.
Horse simulation. That's all right. You just put the gas.
That's why I keep putting stuff to the floor, to the ground.
in the Appalachians, it's the Wendigos you worry about.
What about the chupacabras?
Until dawn.
Chupacabras.
The old chupacabra. You mean a fox with mange?
No, I mean what's the rabbit with deer antlers? What's that one called?
That's the jackalope.
The jackalope? Yeah.
Every time I hear chupacabra, I think of workaholics when they think they found one in their pool.
Yeah.
Oh, can you fast travel? Answer.
Could I?
mean, you're not in town, but.
Towns, thank you for another super chat. W plug, I got you guys. LOL. Here in Florida, we carry for the damn size of the bugs here. They're huge. I don't think a 22 could touch some of those fuckers. LOL. Jokes aside, I got the new Springfield Saint, and I'm loving it. Which one did you get? For the Springfield Saint.
You have to worry about the pythons coming in his door.
I have a Saint Victor with the 7.5-inch barrel and the forearm brace, the old forearm brace.
Yeah,
but I love mine, and then I put an EOTech 512 on it, which is it's a cool little toy.
Yeah, they're out there hunting the pythons in Florida.
Really?
Towns neck of the Towns can jump in the chat and let us know. Obviously don't have to do another super chat. We appreciate them all. But yeah, I thought the pythons are like a massive problem down there because people will get their snakes and then they'll just let them go, and they have no predators, so they just grow.
Towns, thank you for another super chat. I'm out though. It's good to catch a stream. Much love, y'all.
All right, thank you, Towns.
Thank you, Towns.
Watch out for the pythons.
Nikolai asked if we're talking about guns again. So yes, a Springfield Saint is a rifle. So, but the Saints come in many different variations, calibers, lengths, things like that. So, I was asking him to clarify which Springfield Saint he got.
I know.
Oh, here we go. We're back home.
Oh, here we go.
home?
I'll hold my tongue here until the end.
I think maybe they just wanted us to come home because that would be a good way to wrap up the game is coming home.
They said I was supposed to have dinner with family.
Yeah. They were gonna cook. But we'll go back in there. You gotta go in the kitchen.
Are we getting set up?
Probably
for
put your weapon
else?
away too. Now that you're back from the dead, you don't want to scare them.
Where's the kitchen? That's a bedroom. That's a bedroom.
Like it's crazy how normal it is to chat about guns in the U.S. Oh yeah. Well, you gotta remember, like for us, firearms here, for a lot of people have, there's a lot of hunting tradition here in the U.S., but for a lot of people like myself, I don't hunt. I have no desire to shoot any animals. It's not just my thing. People want to hunt. That's their stuff. Mason Quinn does deer hunting and turkey hunting and stuff like that. I think that's great. But so that a lot of people here will do it just for recreational target shooting, and that's what the majority of the firearms I own are, just for recreational target shooting. And I've never injured anybody with a firearm, don't have any plans to, but I enjoy recreational shooting. So I think sometimes when people look at Americans and the number of firearms we have, they forget that it's a form of recreation here for a lot of people. So
there's your house. And then Towns again, St. Victor 556. Yes, sir. Where I'm at, pythons aren't bad, but South Florida, they're rough. I'm in the Panhandle, still Central Time Zone. LOL. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's what Answer had mentioned when he was.
Oh God, you got to be careful for like small dogs and stuff.
Oh, I would think so. Yeah. Ugh. Well, they got those little tactical spiked vests you can get for your little dogs for like birds of prey and things like that, so they don't get them.
So what am I supposed to be doing here? Anything?
Yeah, let us know, folks.
Yeah, well,
otherwise,
copperhead snakes. Yeah, they're dangerous and they're assholes. That's what I know about them. Is they're assholes.
Copperheads, pass.
Yeah,
the
yeah. It's like, as much as I think about how nice it would be to be somewhere in the American Southwest, whether it's Arizona or New Mexico or something like that, because of the weather being so warm, you're like, oh yeah, scorpions and spiders and snakes and all these creepy crawlies that want to come into my house.
A friend of mine that lives down there had a scorpion in her house. It's like,
they get in.
Time,
it's like, if it's like that narrow, they can shrink down and get in there. You got to spray for them and all that stuff.
Pass.
Ever have one come out through your toilet? I always remember seeing that in one of our things.
Have you guys watched Arachnophobia? Speaking of movies like that with John Goodman and the spiders.
Arachnophobia is amazing.
Oh, that one will give you the willies.
Oh, just when you see that one, the silhouette of the one coming down in the basement where you see it, and it slides back up.
Oh.
I just remember when Goodman steps on the one and just
this is weird. It's weird, guys.
Thank God.
Playing Red Dead for
Red Dead's been going on
for a year.
Yeah, it's wild.
When I'm gonna have a cowboy hat on again,
Well, but hey, again, thank you all so much for joining us. for the whole Red Dead Redemption journey. We've played through all the games now. We've done the Undead Nightmare. You guys were there giving us all your tips and tricks over on the screen over there. And I just want to give a big thank you to all of you making this game and all the games that we do them live as much fun as they are, because it absolutely makes a difference. And just thanks again. I always look forward to it.
All right, and Marie Ramgirl with us, super chat. Thanks, guys. Since it's truly the end, we must see Quinn in the black-white cowboy hats one last time. I'm still torn which one he looks best in: gorgeous country singer black hat or sexy sheriff white hat Quinn.
Sheriff.
Well,
It's the black hat.
the way that Quinn is. Well, then you try on the white hat, Quinn. See how you look.
Because the white hat says Boss Hoss. The black hat says like sexy bearded like Tim McGraw.
They all saw the ad where he's smoking his cigar and stuff. He's got the white hat.
That's the white hat.
That's my favorite
vibe.
ad, where I'm ripping you off as your boss.
He gets nothing.
Getting nothing.
As he says, he is my boss. As he says, he's my boss once again.
Wow.
Look at the monitor. Look at the monitor.
I mean, that black cowboy hat with the white tee. It is hot.
All right.
Profile.
So there you go. There, Marie Ramgirl with that. Towns with another super chat. Sorry, yes. Last thing, gators and big birds are everywhere here, so small lost dog posters are very common.
Yeah.
LOL. Also, I'm getting a 300 blackout. PDW pistol, Wilson Combat, tungsten next week. Bye, guys. Well, bye, Towns. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Towns.
Yeah, I have a friend who did a 300 blackout rifle and then suppressed it, and then with the 300 blackout with a suppressor and running subsonic, it's pretty wild. It was weird because like 3 years ago, 300 blackout was everywhere around here. And now it feels like I go to like Shields, which is our big sporting goods store around here, and everything is back to 5.56. But now there's a lot of 308 as well. So just different rifle calibers, and they come in. It's almost like I wouldn't say a trend, but you have your standard ones that are always going to be there: 5.56, 9mm.
There are a lot of trends,
but with rifles, there's a lot of industry trends. It was like, and even like 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah, that was the big fanboy around.
There's not a lot of them around anymore.
He said, "That's the plan, bro. Subsonic rounds with suppressor going to be nice."
Yeah, but like 6.5 Creedmoor was huge. 300 blackout, and 300 blackout's always going to have its place with the subsonic rounds. But you couldn't find 2-3 years ago. You could not find at our big sporting goods stores. You could not find a good AR-10. There's no 308, right? And now like there's 308 everywhere. And I think they just come and go in trends. But with the way the things are with the suppressors here in the States, I think more people are. It's easier to apply for them and stuff. So I think 300 blackout could make a little bit more of a resurgence. Again, I don't know how it is down there, but up here in Wisconsin, it's like. Not a lot of 300 blackouts out there anymore. So,
all right, Zoe S with a super sticker with a heart saying thanks. Well, thank you guys for being here,
joining,
watching us schmucks play Red Dead for the better part of a decade. We actually started the game in the 1800s. It was great.
We used to come in on our horses.
Where do I park my horse?
That's a Diamond Dave.
That's a Diamond Dave classic. Him and a good buddy of ours. Batty for life with a super chat. I'm out. Thanks for the live stream. Love you. Answer and Mason Quinn. Bye Oak. Yawn. Exasperated. Oh no. Switch the hats back. No, we'll keep him here for this for one last time. Hey, you got to see me wear it for better part of 2 hours.
And big shout out to Alana and Mia and all of our mods that were here. Acknowledge you.
Somebody asked me, what do we think about that? Look, we love the game. Look, I know we just wrapped up the game, so I think a lot of people want our final thoughts about the game, which is fair. We seem like we're talking about everything else but the game. But I think we kind of went into that in length when we finished Red Dead 2, and Red Dead 1 was kind of just get more of the story, and then of course with the zombies. But look, the games were phenomenal. I would absolutely love for there to be Red Dead 3 at some point.
Let's see if they take 25 years like Grand Theft Auto 6.
But right now, I mean, there's zero talk of a Red Dead 3, and I mean, we're talking about waiting until next year for.
I don't know
Grand
unless
Theft
you
Auto.
guys heard anything. Alls I've heard is just alls I've heard.
Blue mobiles.
Glue mobiles. All I have heard about it is just been rumor. Just rumor, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing has been concrete. I think they have all hands on deck working on GTA 6. Charles Logan Becerra, so is it official? Are you doing Mania 2 nights?
Mania, if we do it, I still think we're confirming will be just night 2 on Sunday, which I think we are going to do, so that will potentially, it will push back our The Last of Us reaction. That will cause it to be delayed a little bit. So I think Diamond Dave behind the scenes is trying to work out some different things to see what we can do. But yeah, so we'll have a live on Thursday, and most likely we'll be doing Sunday night for WrestleMania Night 2 live as well. And then we'll get our butts on The Last of Us and get that going. I believe that's tentatively the plan.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm not misspeaking and I don't get the look.
Well, did you look at your text recently?
No,
I joke, I kid. But just
17 messages.
Just keep your eyes peeled on the community tab, whether on our main channel or this channel. That always keeps you posted with everything up to date. Diamond Dave is very diligent about doing that and making sure you guys see that, so that way you know as best as we can tell you. Alana with a super chat. Tease the next game. I can never tell.
We'll tease it maybe on Thursday. We'll do some teasing on Thursday.
Maybe Thursday.
I don't know. Like someone said the last live, we got RoboCop for free on PlayStation 5. Maybe
We got RoboCop for free.
RoboCop. I don't know. Contra collection.
It's got
Ninja
Clarence
Turtles.
Boddicker.
2K25. I don't know. We got stuff and things.
And then baddies for life, Quinn. Why the hell do you look so good in both hats?
You're banned. You're banned.
What if I choplift?
Yeah, no shit.
Because I eat Burger King fries, not McDonald's fries.
there we
That's
go.
why. Where are you going, Answer? Oh, he's there. The old T-Rex.
I'll get the T-Rex having his tacos.
They're not
with the sombrero.
They're not good lukewarm. I'll tell you that. Of
course they're not.
Andrew's gonna put them in a little.
Yep.
If you put them in a little oil and kind of
Little oil.
re-crisp them up, they're really
Re-crisp 'em
good.
up.
Yep.
Or you can put them in an air fryer. That should re-crisp them.
It's not the same. It just dries them out.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that oil.
Maria Ramgirl with
oil.
another super chat. Just want to echo Baddies for Life super. Thanks for, you know what? You're both banned. That's how do I do it? I gotta find my click ban. No, of course not. We love you guys. Once again, we'll get the mods one more time.
Thank you, moderators.
Thank you guys for being here today on Tuesday. We will be back Thursday, same time, same channel. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the Answer. Good night, pals, and we'll see you in the arcade later. And bring those quarters, pals. Even though you don't want to, and you say you don't want to bring the quarters,
Bring 'em.
you're going to have to.